Hello everybody and welcome to The Natural One, where we're going to roll some dice, kill some creatures, and tell some stories. Again, I just want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at Press Engine. Make a lot of really cool shit like this and this. Some journal covers that many of us have talked about getting anyway. If you get the chance to check out their store, they sell stuff for way cheaper than most of their competitors, which is always fun. So, last time, you guys met with Darius's father, who had recently been named King of Sieth after Simon's passing, which he may or may not have had a particular hand in. You guys sat down to dinner with him, and through a fairly tense conversation, you guys eventually reached a sort of understanding where things would be laid out that you guys would eventually come to something similar to the arrangement you had with Simon. And Adrian agreed to agree to your terms once they were fully drawn up, and he would return the following morning to have them officially concluded. I believe that was pretty much it. Also, you guys had a chance to meet up with Arlen again, who unfortunately won't do it this time, but you guys got a chance to meet up with Arlen again, who was given a set of plans that seemed unattainable, containing Paul Ewan's fortress from a mysterious griffin bag. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and roll The Natural One.
The heart of a hero beats within you. Stand up and do all you can do. Blades, bows, magic, and so much more. Peace, battles, friendship, and war. With every choice you're death defy. Your fate is cast in the die. Grab your friends and dice and let's have some fun. Let's roll the natural one. Let's roll the natural one. Let's roll the natural one. Let's roll the natural one.
5.
And welcome back.
Big booty bitches.
Incredibly late. That wasn't even close.
So I'm not as good as Hollywood.
None of
You
us
didn't
are.
even have it, man. Wow, alright, anyway. So you guys find yourself within the castle of Hermos. It is still evening at this time. The moon is fairly high in the sky at this point. It's a fairly cloudy day, but it's not particularly humid or unpleasant. It's kind of just a cool desert breeze that blows over. Even though the country has been recently terraformed into far more of a jungle environment, it still has kind of the cooler evenings that you would expect, just as a matter of the process that's been going through everything. So what would you guys like to do?
How long has it been since Adrian left?
About an hour.
Okay. I would like to call him back.
You're gonna message him?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and come back. I've got a proposition for you. That's it.
The proposition is death.
It's weird. There isn't a verbal reply. It's just almost a...
I propose my sword enters your chest, and your response is to die.
That is all the response you get. So,
I could also drop the door and actually confront him in the throne room, yes?
I think so, yes. What do you think?
About killing your father? No? Is that not what we were talking about? Sorry? Spaced out? What?
Instead of signing this treaty, I confer we have a duel.
Ooh. What kind of
Me versus my father and his champions. Mine as well.
Sold!
Hirmos will be on the line, as well as Seath.
Alright.
I think that'll itch all of our urges. Will it not?
Definitely the words are itching mine as we speak.
So, now, Ignatius, I know you like to push things to their absolute limit, but there is a very real risk of us losing. I mean, your father obviously has magics and things that we do not have access to.
Well, I'm sure if we lose, we won't be here anymore to see the end game.
We're in the end game now.
Shit.
Whatever happens, I'm not usually for combat or violent means to an end, but I believe that he has given us no other choice. And he has pushed us far enough.
The way I see it, he chose 4 guards to come over here, so he can choose 4 champions, and him himself fight. I myself will also fight, and I will choose 4 of you to fight with me. Does that sound fair?
Sounds good to me.
Juliana, Ignatius, Marcellus. Who else do you think?
At which point, your 2 guards both kneel down. My lord, we would be honored to fight for you.
I would.
Marina it is.
I wouldn't mind putting a bullet in him. Shite, he called us gold diggers.
He did, and believe me, as much as I would love to see a bullet in his brain, previously going up against powerful... You've been at death's door a few times.
I'm also a lot stronger from all that.
You are, and it also makes my heart stop every time I hear about it.
What other choice do we have?
Signing the treaty.
I mean, if you're champions.
What's that one at?
I'm a fan of this guy dying.
I believe Saladin was still in Merchant's Haven.
We could fetch him. I'm sure my father will take his sweet time getting here. It's up to you all.
I'd say that'd be a better option than me.
Alright.
Selwyn has already chosen to be, or shown himself to be an honourable combatant. I'm sure his help would be appreciated.
Chloanne, do you want to fetch him, or shall I send someone for him?
I think we should send someone. I'd like to be here to protect my mom.
You two,
Yes!
send word for Selwyn in Merchant's Haven. Tell him to get here as soon as possible.
At once, my liege! Then we'll stand up and just instantly start jogging off. Appearing to try to outpace each other in their haste to be the one that actually delivers this message.
Jesus. Alright.
If you'd like, I can create some kind of like muzzle for them to where they can only speak when you activate it.
Cutting the tongues out works too.
But then they can't speak at all. Which is a viable option. But
I'm not seeing the problem here.
After this little conference, I'll take you up on that offer.
then she's gonna go off into a little, I guess just go sit somewhere and start making blueprints for a like mini silent spell muzzle.
Alright, go ahead and make an contract for me.
Arcana check. Oh yeah, I forgot. Is it a new day? Have I rolled my...
Same day.
Do what?
Same day still.
Yeah, but have I used my divination?
You used one.
You used 1, I think.
I don't remember what the number was.
You rolled a 14.
It was a 14 and a 6, I believe.
And I'm pretty sure I used the 6.
Yes, because you used it on his deception check.
Yeah. So, 14. Alright. just straight Arcana?
Straight Arcana.
Alright. Sorry, this is being slow.
Dude, beyond how dare you.
No, I don't think it's D&D Beyond, I think it's my tablet.
Wow.
That's an
Curious
18.
question about tables. Do I still have access to my sorcery points or no?
Oh, in your form?
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
So,
I would say in form, yes.
okay. I was just,
18.
I was just curious.
18.
We didn't put it on the sheet, so.
So you begin the process of inscribing these. It's more a method of thinking through how you can actually design these muzzles. You kind of, you argue with almost going with like a gag that magically can be opened through certain terms. Yeah, that's not hard. Well, you begin the process.
Okay.
It's definitely an intricate thing, but nothing that's more complicated than what you've already designed.
Because I was thinking something else that would work is like almost a collar, but with a silence spell in the middle of the collar. So it's just like a mini silence for their throat.
Right. So things like that are not beyond the scope of what you've imagined and created before.
Because that way, if it was a collar, it'd be like under their armor plates, and they wouldn't be able to see it. And you could just be like, nope, stop talking.
Design a
Just
shock
shock
collar.
collar.
It's a shock collar, except a silence collar. They're not getting hurt, they're just unable to speak.
Yeah.
So within the hour,
They can still mouth words.
Selwyn, as you are in the Archmage's corner of Ludimentus, just going over designs and journals and things that you've left, or that your carnation has left. A raven flutters in through the open window that you have, a scroll in its beak, which it drops before you. Opening it, you see 2 hastily written notes calling that saying that Darius is calling for your assistance to fight as a champion.
Both the notes say that.
Slightly different wording, but more or less the same message.
I'll go to the teleportation circle as soon as I finish up my drawings and whatnot, and go there, gather my things, and head off.
So, you step into the teleportation circle, and you being fairly familiar with how this process works by this point, there's a soft. You vanish, reappearing moments later in the Temple of Lion and Bain in Hermos. And from there, begin to take the boat ride up to Darius' castle.
Yep.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do while this is going on?
No, because we're using the normal throne room, right? Yeah, so don't need to prep any of that. No, I'm good.
Psych myself up for potentially murdering my father.
I'm stretching.
So,
You know, I join you in stretches.
about an hour after
I'm
you've
used to combat.
set your men off to acquire Selwyn. Selwyn comes riding in through the front door. Looking slightly more chipper than you guys have normally seen him. Seems fairly well, and doesn't seem injured or unusual in any way, just a little bit more up and a little bit more excitable than you know him to be.
Not as moody.
Yeah.
If you were to think of it that way.
Don't
yes.
have a constant headache anymore.
No war with your inner demons, literally.
How'd y'all need my fucking help?
Are you prepared for a little bit of combat?
Been kind of itching for it lately, to be honest.
Well, we have a pretty serious fight about to happen. If you'd like to join us.
With what?
An idiot.
Do you remember our father and all that going on?
I think I do, yeah.
Well, as the new King of Seath, we plan on challenging him to a duel. He has him and his 4 royal guards. So we are going to go with Darius and 4 of his chosen champions to fight him in a last man left standing, kingdom for kingdom.
A lot on the line.
It is. And
So who am I fighting with?
Us.
You all. The band's back together, eh?
Oh yeah.
All right. We got some prep work to do then. When's he coming?
Well,
No idea.
as soon as possible, but knowing him, that could be anywhere from an hour to a day. So
He didn't say.
it's just an annoyed sigh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna set up a few things.
If you require any help, I can always help you with the arcane.
You could. I'm going to set up. What am I gonna set up?
You know what? I'm actually also gonna prep something. I'm gonna prep my Conjure Celestial,
Okay.
and not like fully cast it, but just get it ready.
Okay. And what specifically are you holding it for?
I guess just for combat to start.
Okay. Totally fine.
You know what? I'm gonna do it at 9th level.
All right.
Go hard or go home, right?
Well, certainly that.
I'm gonna ritual cast telepathic bond on us.
Okay.
Also, you might want to get the unicorn statistics up since you'll be controlling it.
I did. I thought you controlled it.
No, you remember when we went with the Coatl?
Not at all. I remember it, but I don't really.
I was controlling it at first, but when I reread Conjure Celestial, I conjure it and it's friendly to the party, but I don't control it.
All right.
It just does not kind of what I ask it. It's the Celestial is friendly to you and your companions for the duration. Roll initiative for the Celestial, which has its own turns. It obeys any verbal commands that you issue to it, no action required, as long as they don't violate its alignment. If you don't issue any commands to it, it defends itself from hostile creatures. The GM has the Celestial statistics.
All right.
I actually didn't know I could summon a Pegasus. That's the example for Conjure Celestial.
Luna's gonna fly from under my my hood. You haven't seen her in a while. She's just gonna fly over to Igni and land on his shoulder.
So you just Luna just immediately sees you just.
Oh, hello, cute.
All right. Anything else you guys want to prep before this starts?
I'm also gonna prep a detect magic ritually, and get to where I basically would finish it when he's about to walk through the door.
Okay. In the inevitable event that battle breaks out, you two please decide who will control Marcellus. All right.
I'm gonna do it.
Is he caught up with work today, or what's
I'm not sure. He said, what did he say? Just said he's running late. I will be there ASAP, but if I'm not there by 2:10, don't hesitate to start. So. Which was an hour ago. So.
Yeah.
4 and 5.
So. As you guys are going through all your preparations and setting everything up and preparing things, you hear the steady march of footprints coming up the stone path leading up to the castle. And you just hear the steady. And you just you're the two guards who stand at your front gate, just looking. He's coming, my lord.
All right.
What the fuck's out of item?
Darius would have started his preparation speech, basically using Inspiring Leader again.
Okay, so Darius just spending time is basically spend time stirring you guys up, preparing for this. Not that you especially needed to this has been something that has been a long time in coming, but this is finally the moment when you guys are going to be able to pay back the man who has caused you more than a fair bit of grief and pain throughout time as you guys have spent time going through everything between the Spider Queen, between your dinner at his house, 2 years ago now. It's definitely a big moment.
Got to the watch out.
So everyone gets 24 temp HP.
Right.
Actually, I need your opinion on something.
What?
For the celestial that I can conjure, should I summon a Battle Force Angel, a Felidar, or a Unicorn?
Unicorn.
Okay, Unicorn it is.
Alright. So as you guys are finishing up everything, the doors open up. Almost a slight bit of steam rolls into the room. And you see Adrian's carrying case, or whatever you want to call it, being supported on the 4 shoulders of his elite guard that you saw along with him. Again, they have visors that actually cover their eyes. All that's visible of them is their mouth. They have what looks to be very high quality armor blazoned with the symbol of the Margrave House, and the colors flashing on the arms. Just what you would expect from very well paid and well maintained guard force. They slowly set it down, and the curtains open, and Adrian comes out, clothed once more in silk and fine clothes. His crown is no longer on his head. Well, I feel like I was just here.
What are you? I don't remember.
I'm sure that would be a more important thing if it were important. But if you have your terms drawn up, I am ready to peruse them.
I have some new terms, actually.
I'm oddly surprised.
I'll just be frank with you. Your right pissed us off when you last stepped foot in here, and I think I have something that will satisfy us as well as you.
I'm listening.
You have your chumps here. What were their names?
I've never bothered to learn.
That's good. And I have my friends here. I think we will, if you're up for it, I'm willing to put my entire kingdom on the line if you're willing to put yours on the line.
So you're proposing ultimate control?
A duel between you and I and 4 of our chosen champions. You seem to have chosen yours already.
You see him slowly cast an eye around. Seems to be just kind of considering things. And if I win, you'll hold everything.
Everything you own. And if you win, vice versa.
Very well. I agree to your terms, King Darius.
Shall we shake on it?
Go ahead and make your strength check.
Oof. Straight strength?
Straight strength.
14.
You actually crush his hand. You can see just a momentary flinch in the left side of his face as he tries to hold back the instinct to wince in pain. He does not say anything, just does his best to meet you. It's wrong for two.
I
Goodbye, Jesus.
I almost gave you my 14. But I figure I want to save that for combat.
Probably.
So you see him sort of stretch, knock back his shoulders a little bit, where he draws a golden blade from his sheath. And even in the castle where there's no exterior light shining in, what little moonlight shines through the window and through the door to gleam off the blade and almost give it an appearance of being on fire. Steadily, his guards repeat the action. Let me double check what their weaponry actually is.
forget.
Did you decide on that, or is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget the throne room is hollowed ground.
That is good to know. Sorry, give me just a
Forgot
moment.
about that too.
I had unicorn stats pulled up.
I changed Unicorn to Battle Force Angel. I looked at what they can do.
There's more of those in that fridge, by the way.
Or what?
What you're eating.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just grab this from the gas station today.
Hey, you're welcome to anything in the fridge. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Nice.
Any of those snacks over there too, the chips, the whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And
I might have the balls on the table already.
the unicorn can heal for like 11 or something like that, and then uses legendary actions to hit for like a 1d8 or something like that. I'm like, that's a bunch of shit. The Battle Force Angel
You'll see what we can do.
to a flyby attack, it has a flying speed of 90. It can multi-attack with its longsword, inspire 3 people around it with the hit, and then leave without opportunity attacks.
Alright.
Mobile as fuck.
Yeah. It's fast as fuck, mobile as fuck, and doesn't provoke opportunity attacks while inspiring allies. So,
So,
it's like, that seems really good.
I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. Keep in mind you're rolling for Marcellus.
What die should I use? I'm scared. That one? Okay. Thank you. Use anything that's not yours.
Yeah.
Now it's good for my
Wow.
normal initiative.
Oh, I forgot. No, I'm not using the shield, so.
God, Marcellus is fucking
Oh, and I would like to
stupid.
trigger my book before combat starts.
I assumed.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, I gotta roll for, the guards and for Marina.
Spicy.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, that works. That works very well, actually.
Nice.
Alright, 25 to 20.
25 for Marcellus.
24 someone.
Alright.
Is that what you rolled?
15 to 20?
15 for Igni.
I'll take it over something lower.
And Juliana?
13.
13, Juliana. I missed Darius. Where's Darius?
Darius is 4.
Darius is a 4. And I somehow missed Ignatius, too.
15.
Oh, no, I put the wrong sticker there.
So would you, since we're starting combat, can I release my cast on that?
I will say yes.
Okay.
Yes, anything you have held at this point that was held for combat goes off at that point.
What does
Ah,
my
there you go.
detect magic see?
Your detect magic goes off, the guards' weapons light up, your father's weapons and armor light up. A lot of stuff lights up, and obviously everything you have enchanted in the castle to go. At that point.
Okay.
Oh,
The Battle Force Angel is a 15.
good to know, good to know, good to know.
And you have its stats pulled up?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, cool.
Okay,
It's resistant to radiant and fire,
So-
immune to charmed,
that's actually, where's my bag of minis there?
exhaustion, and frightened.
Alright, so, in front of you, there's, in front of you, Josh, there's the, right behind your computer.
The
The
what?
guy with the red sword.
Oh, this guy?
Yes, that will be Adrian.
Okay.
Oh, let me pull up the map. Doy.
Might help a little bit, just a little bit.
I was building this furiously while you guys were talking.
Ah, so that's what you were up to.
I was just furiously making it well.
So I guess what are we
Talk, keep
gonna
fucking
be?
talking.
And one
So is-
more thing.
Which way is the entrance to the
The
throne
entrance
room?
is towards you guys.
Because I think that's the actual throne.
Yes.
Okay, so Adrian's right here.
Oh, we got 2 red ones. Neat.
Yes.
Let's use.
Oh, that's not the guy I
different
meant,
ones.
actually. I meant the one with the red cloak there.
Oh, this guy.
Yes. I was very confused.
So those can be your minions.
Yeah, we can use those for minions.
Hey, I can fit in the throne room now.
Yeah, amazing how that works.
Yeah, are you gonna go full dragon in here?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, grab that then.
I was gonna say, because we're starting combat,
Oh.
so is that your starting
Is that-
combat thing?
Is that? Hark.
I heard a door. Marcellus?
Marcellus?
It's not. Alright.
Probably in the shadows somewhere. being an
that-
asshole.
This
That's-
is Darius. He'd be right up.
Yes, the white figure is Marina. Oh, are you transforming?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a start of combat action.
She would be back towards the thrones.
Okay.
There.
I actually didn't realize she'd be a part of this. I thought her and Chloanne would leave for the
Oh,
combat.
no, you listed Marina.
Oh no, I thought about it.
Oh, I
But
thought you
no,
listed
it's
Marina.
me
Yeah,
and
we
then
changed to Selwyn.
the 4 people
I
are
apologize.
Selwyn,
Okay, so Marina would
Juliana,
not be there.
Marcellus, Ignatius.
Well, that can be the Battle Force Angel.
That's what they can. That kind of stinks though because Marina rolled a natural 20 on the initiative.
Should have
She was
popped
gonna
in a
open
good
that
one.
shit up. Oh no, that's not Lady Door. There he is.
Heyo.
You entered just in time. This is going down.
The combat just started.
Oh, I'm gonna roll for my shit.
I
already did. You're first.
You did.
What I get?
25.
Oh, that's low, man.
I rolled a 15.
We're going first.
Yeah, it's still low for me. It's me
Alright,
though.
so do we have the 4 guards for Adrian?
Please.
No.
2 so far.
Alright, somebody brief me on what's happening.
We're kicking
So
Adrian's
Adrian
ass.
came back. We're dueling for the fate of Hermos and Sieta.
Yep. And
He just wasted no. As soon as I gave him the terms, he just drew his sword and so did his guards.
Straight?
Right,
He said he wants that smoke.
right in the throne room. So
Oh,
He said he wants all the smoke.
all the smoke.
And we fixed Igni now.
Alright.
So are we good?
So he's not a deity?
so
He's still
there's,
powerful, but he's not.
there's
He's not
Darius.
like,
You're
There's
basing off an
Juliana.
adult dragon rather than an
That's the
ancient
Battle
dragon.
Force
That's
Angel.
the Battle Force Angel.
What the fuck is a
Marcellus,
Battle Force
Ignatius.
Angel?
I conjured Celestial.
Do I get Okay.
And I was just like, and Angel.
Okay.
I don't know. Did
Do
we-
what?
I didn't actually put that on the sheet.
Yeah, I know. I just thought about that.
What do you guys think on that?
What?
What?
Should he have his friend
Frightful
presence as a
presence.
dragon?
I would think so.
Yeah.
He's a
Even as a
fucking
sorcerer, I
dragon.
would have got that at 19.
That's true. Okay, so I will say yes. That's based off of your
Here,
your,
I'll just.
your saving DC for
Yeah. I'll pull up a.
which is 20.
So who is this back here?
I'm not sure.
Because this is Marcellus, right?
Yeah, that's Marcel.
That's
Mhm.
Selwyn.
That's
That'd
what we
be
usually use for
Selwyn,
Selwyn.
okay.
Yes.
Selwyn be probably similar here, Juliana.
I'm so glad you got here for this.
Yeah.
You can put Marcellus.
We literally got here just in time.
Where's Adrian?
Right here. That's Adrian and his 4 guards.
Okay.
Well, his back guards look beefy. Fucking orcs back there.
Good. Alright, so Marcellus would be probably right here. Where you can have a line of sight on guard. Probably right there.
And it's the same day, so there's not been a long rest.
Good, I haven't done anything. This is great.
So, combat has started.
Marcellus is going to Hunter's Mark Adrian,
Alright.
whisper into his bow.
You could put that, please, on Adrian. For Hunter's Mark. So, you instantly see just Marcellus ready to go. Just instantly pull out an arrow and
So
death to those who
Adrian's
have wronged
like,
me.
combat start and then gets full of arrows.
If we must.
Alright, Marcellus. So,
And that's
Adrian is Hunter Mark. Your bow is fully primed and ready.
Fuck him up.
First shot. 30 to hit.
30 hits.
Alright. Second shot. Oh, wait, I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Double advantage.
I was gonna say, don't forget all
So,
the accuracy.
31
Still hits.
or 27. So, the 31 for the first shot.
Okay.
That's with my fun shit.
Something tells me that hits.
Yeah, and because you have advantage, you get rogue damage, you get Gloomstalker, you get all your fun shit.
Yeah, all the fun shit. This isn't a surprise round, right?
No.
Okay. So, 1,
No, he was apparently fucking ready for me to say that shit.
3 for D.
I mean, going back to saying that, he had a feeling turns weren't going to be
For
peaceful.
Hunter's Mark.
Oh, should I also give the angel a first command because I summoned it? Since I have to command it to do things, otherwise it just defends itself. Because it
I will
goes before,
say-
it goes before me.
I will say yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, for the first shot.
My command would be
Oh no.
attack the soldiers and inspire Igni, Darius, and myself.
Okay, that's not bad at all. So 6,
We need to amend his.
15, 20.
Radiant Breath Cone too. Just 60 foot.
Oh, it's 90.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's also until the end of the angel. The inspiration is
No
until
one.
the end of
I'm
the
being
angel's
honest.
No, I
next
appreciate it.
turn.
34.
You add a d4 on all of your attack
38.
rolls.
Are the spells? Does the hover on the spells
It was
work?
like less.
Yeah.
So the
Attack rolls and
the
saving
first arrow
throws.
is 42 points of
Plus.
damage.
Yes.
42, very nice.
Plus.
That's the first arrow.
The cantrips don't. But I
What'd
don't
you
know
do
if
with
they're
it?
First arrow was 42.
Jesus.
But it's a non-concentration.
So,
unless the last
this is the
one
second
its
shot.
next turn.
I
and
know
it
that
every time it
range, so I
swings.
can mark what
So that's
stuff I use.
31.
31, that hits.
Because literally its multi-attack is make 2 million.
Natural 20 with advantage.
There you go, there you go.
Inspiration.
What do you crit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nat 20. I also didn't know that you could save your rogue damage for any of your attacks.
Yeah, it's just at some point.
Yeah.
I didn't
I would
add
say-
my modifier.
I would say that.
So
You would
Yeah,
have had to
declare
choose,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the attack.
the first arrow was 47. I forgot to add my modifier.
Oh, 46, okay.
So
that's fine.
this is the
Okay.
crit. D8. 100 mark.
That's what it looks like.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
16,
That's fucking cool.
26,
Was it?
36,
Bottom picture, that's what I saw.
Oh, fucking Aurelia.
40,
Jesus.
43, 43 from the crit. And then
Very nice.
the modifier adds 5, so that's 48 total points.
Nice.
You did as much as your rogue
And then
damage.
the final arrow.
Already like 90 something damage.
So that's 20 not nat.
Battle start, Legolas. Oh.
29 nats.
20 not nat again. 23.
23 hits.
23 hits, okay.
Oh, I apologize. 23 did not hit.
Okay, 23 does not hit. I'm going to use my movement to...
It's the boss character, guys.
Yeah, you literally summoned Aurelia when I looked at her.
Yep, you are
I am
absolutely
going
correct.
to-
Holy shit.
5. All these 5, right?
That's pretty cool.
She's the
Yes.
guild leader
Yes.
on
5,
it's just a zoomed in
10,
map.
15,
guild leader
20,
for Boros,
25,
Ravnica.
30.
But
Right
the
there.
10 guilds, she's one of the leaders.
So Marcellus just
Okay,
instantly,
Fucking please.
as soon as Adrian draws his sword and clears the sheet, Marcellus, just put those are wrong. And they just begin to stick through. The third one glances off his armor. Adrian looks at you and you see there's a small trickle of blood coming out of the corner of his mouth and he smiles at you. That is going to go ahead and bring us to Selling.
Okay. Welcome up. Someone is going to blow up. See if I have the pulled up here.
Someone casts self-destruct and kills everyone in the area.
Fuck.
Nobody wins.
I don't have it on my page. I'm sorry. Look it up.
Ignatius, you're the next ally.
Ooh, sweet.
So I finally beat Breath of the Wild.
Oh, God.
Nice.
That took forever.
It's a good game.
I like doing all the side stuff though.
That's how I am in everything.
But by the end of it, I know the Master Sword does like 60 damage to the boss. I had great swords that were doing like 120.
Fuck.
What's going on, Selling?
Someone's gonna cast Maze on Adrian.
Maze.
Yep.
Not familiar with that.
I
What
was
does
gonna
that
send
mean?
him to like a Minotaur maze.
So then on his turn, he has to make a DC 20 intelligence check.
Okay.
Because initially he doesn't even get a save, he just goes there.
Right.
He's banished.
Okay. So instantly someone throws his hand up and whispers arcane words. Adrian vanishes from existence apparently. Anything else?
As a bonus action, he is going to go into his thought form.
Thoughtful. Okay.
So you're going to see him for the first time turn into pure psionic energy. He is still like a silhouette of himself, but he's fucking Mr. Manhattan right now, basically.
So yeah, it's a glowing form of green energy, just radiating light slightly throughout the area.
Everyone see your wiener.
Wow, man, that
Basically.
was a good move on your part because it's Adrian's turn.
He has to make a DC 20 intelligence check, not save.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, big difference.
That's a natural 11. So no.
So he. Yeah, he has to make that check to be able to get out of it.
Alright. So yeah, just in another plane. Actually, let's go ahead and remove him from the board real quick.
Holy shit. Okay.
He's not there.
Bye, bitch.
He's just off in a corner, running through a maze, sprinting, trying to work it out, and just can't.
the fuck?
As Selwyn transforms into his thought form, as the psionic energy just incorporates him, he's just gonna look at you two and go, kill the fucking gods.
Alright.
Huh. Actually, this is really interesting. Because
I said he evolved.
this is interesting because this actually changes things a little bit for him. Okay. There's an ability he has, but because he can't see any of you, it doesn't work. So, it was a very well placed move. Alright! That is going to bring us to Ignatius.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Still in my human form, I'm just gonna stroll up and
Let's leave
slowly
him,
fucking
motherfucker.
change.
So you guys just watch the human form with the red and golden hair, and Ignatius just walk forward and just...
I'm literally
All of
gonna.
a sudden there is an adult dragon in your entrance hall, Darius. And he got swole. And he got very swole.
He got a membership at the gym, and he just has not looked back.
The Dragon Gem.
Yeah, he actually, it's not even that he has a membership, he's got a 1-day free trial, but he figures that day doesn't end until he leaves the gym. So he just hasn't left.
I'm just gonna look down and go. If I were you, I'd leave and just.
Okay, so that's a dex save for them. Is that a 20 DC?
20. Is my Battlefield Angel in range of that cone?
Right
Sick.
here. Use this.
Well, I position myself where I'm not gonna hit allies, so
I don't think
you
she would be.
it's a 60-foot cone.
That's what I'm pretty sure.
The green line should be the cone.
Okay.
Oh no, that's just barely not. Where is it?
60-foot cone.
Yeah, but it would just like keep going.
So
Yeah, but it's in that line. Yeah, she's...
I would say that it.
I mean, he could also
Yeah,
shoot
I
a
get-
little more towards the
Where?
wall.
Yeah, I could easily just do this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you could do that.
Because he could turn his head, so yeah. I mean, he would still be physically on the squares in the same spot.
Yeah.
You're just turning your
Yeah,
head.
yeah, sure. Normally it'd be a circle, but
Good, what, you
we
know,
have a
spot
square.
please?
What?
Can we, like, you would still be where you were. You're just turning your head slightly before
Oh.
you shoot the cone.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
You don't actually. You're not.
Yeah, you're gigantic. You can shoot from that square that way.
Oh yeah.
So.
I mean, you're a fucking dragon. Just turn your head
that
slightly.
was upsetting my OCD. So, alright.
Oh, because it wasn't square to
Yeah,
square.
he wasn't on a square. I'm like, hey, get on a fucking square.
Hey, look, blame Matt. He made the square.
Technically, he was, because the square is actually because of how zoomed in this map is. Which, when he was turned like this,
Yeah, I was
like
technically still. I
that,
was
yeah, you're still in
like
a
5 foot
3x3.
over. But it also, I get what he's saying. It wasn't
Yeah.
like square on top of
Yeah.
square. It was like diamond on top of square. So.
Alright. So. That's 20 DC, so. 2 red ones first. One of them definitely fails. What is there?
And your DC is 20.
Okay, so 1 succeeds, 1 fails. The other 2. Same, 1 succeeds, 1 fails. Alright. So 2 of them take total damage. 2 of them take half.
Okay.
What you guys
There we
don't,
go.
what you guys don't know is I was
Sorry,
actually
Ian.
outside of my car. I bugged
All
the
the OBS
house.
stuff
I was
quick.
outside of my car waiting for combat to start.
Waiting for the
that's all.
dramatic entrance.
Okay. What are we doing for damage, Jimmy?
Okay. I just got it all. So
He's still
10, 20,
counting.
50, 60, 65.
65 total? Okay.
65 total points of
32
radiant of damage.
damage.
That was a lot more 3s and 1s than I wanted to see, but
Still not bad for a cone. You hit all 3 or all 4 of them, so that's still almost 200
Oh my
damage.
goodness, I'm gonna make them on my turn.
run.
That's what I was thinking. Just dragging these down. Run. Bard comes in out of nowhere.
Fuck.
Alright.
What's our one is for?
Anything else, Igni?
Got any bonus actions? Or sorcery points? For...
Yeah, that's what I was just
Yep.
looking at. If there's anything I can do. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna. How many is it to do that? I've never had to actually use them in a while, so.
Oh yeah,
Give
because
me
you're
1
illusion
second.
erasers.
I don't remember how many it takes to use. Okay, so 2 sorcery points, and I'm going to fucking chain lightning them too.
You're gonna chain lightning? Okay, go ahead. What is the save on that?
Looking up right now. It is a 20 dash. Let me just get all my dice out. Hold on.
wow, that breath attack really.
Guys, I'm glad we all made it.
One of them made it.
You will
Say
die.
none of them made it?
One of them made it.
Oh, one of them, okay. What level did you cast that at?
6.
Hey, it's the same day. Do we still have those temporary hit points or no?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you guys have. What was it,
24.
Yeah.
24.
I was looking. I just looked at my HP and I was like, man. I was like, oh, that's 24. Where did that come from? Oh yes, that's right.
Did you do that inspiring speech too, so I have the max HP up by 20?
No, that dropped because
Okay.
that was. No, it wasn't the day before.
No,
No,
that was
same
still
day.
same
No,
day.
you did
'cause that was
today.
right
It was the
before.
same
yeah.
day.
Same day. Wait, is Darius here?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this.
He's kind of taken aback by
50
Adrian
points
just
of lightning
poofing out of
damage.
nowhere.
All right.
What?
Okay.
Damn, I really did do 90 points of damage with 2 arrows.
Yeah.
That third arrow would have hurt.
It's 15 more lightning damage.
50 more?
All right. So 2 of those guards are looking really hurt.
Well, except the one that saved, of course, but still.
They're still up, but they are definitely, parts of them are like burned, radiating with the golden flames. Actually, like almost, as if they're on fire. So instead of the orange, red, white flames, these are golden. And you see the majestic dragon form of Ignatius just, and just whoosh, there's even your walls for a moment almost look burned, but then it fades, and instead of being black and charred, it's glowing white. That is going to bring us to the Battle Angel. Who is, the Battle Force Angel, I apologize. She immediately flaps her wings, takes off in the air, and she's going to run by and slash the red guard on the other side of Ignatius.
So that one.
Yes. So it's a longsword attack.
Yep. It's just 2 swings with the longsword and then the battlefield inspiration, then she just leaves.
Oh,
That's +6.
Yeah, she's not too strong, but she's useful. Still just
So
another.
she runs forward and slashes, and the guard, having just been burned to a crisp and then chain lightning, actually ducks under the blow. She swings at him again. That'll hit. She swings at him again, just catches him actually like under the armpit where the armor and the shoulder plate are separated. And does max damage.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was. I thought she wasn't that strong. I didn't realize it was 1d10 plus 4d8 radiant. She actually hits really hard.
12. Wow.
Oh. If the target is within 5 feet of any of the angel's allies, the target takes an additional 1d4. Which it's not, but. You're not within 5 feet.
Of the
You're
target?
You're 10 feet away.
Okay, I'm in 5 feet.
This one?
Oh, I thought you wanted the other one. Okay, never mind.
Actually, no, I'm really liking this
Holy
Battle Force
shit.
Angel.
She hit it hard.
So yeah.
She hit it really hard.
Get them, Aurelia.
She runs up and literally slices his arm off. She hit him for 56 damage.
Holy shit.
She did almost. There were a lot of 8s out of the D8s that I rolled. So she moves
I have
forward,
to
just
summon her more often. I didn't know it was a 4d8.
slices it off. It's a total of 5d8 actually.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
and that's one-handed. Because if she was two-handing it, that's
Right.
1d10.
So 3 creatures within 30 feet. So I will say Darius, is that Juliana?
Yep.
And Selwyn all get a D4 inspiration, which means until her next turn, every attack roll or saving throw you make, you add a D4 to it. Every one, not just
That's
one.
pretty solid.
Yep. It's literally a mini bless.
And then she's going to flap and fly to Ignatius' side there. Yeah, there you go. And she doesn't provoke opportunity attacks because
Because flyby.
bullshit. Yeah, you know, whatever you want to call it. Alright.
And with the 90 flight, she's probably like up in the air near you.
That's it's gonna bring us
She's
to
fast as fuck.
Juliana.
Alright, I'm going to use Holy Weapon on Darius's sword. Nope, because that's concentration. Never mind.
I was gonna say.
I was going to, but I'm not going to do that.
And Darius, you're on deck.
Because I don't want to lose concentration on this Battle Force Angel.
Adrian's gonna pop back in. Alright, you fuckers, let's get.
Guys?
Just running a minute told. I was gone for 12 seconds. What the fuck happened?
Darius is just on the last one.
Fucking Kratos from God of War. Spartan.
So that card that she attacked is dead.
Oh, it's dead.
It has 35 hit points left, and she over doubled that. So, alright, she point down.
Alright, Juliana's going to use, where'd it go? Whichever one looks the most injured, she's going to use Divine Word on.
Okay. What does that do?
That is a 21 Charisma save, and then depending on how much health they have, a different effect happens.
Well, it doesn't have a lot of health, and its charisma is shit. So,
If it's 50 or fewer, it's deafened. If it's 40 or fewer, it's deafened and blinded. If it's 30 or fewer, it's blind, deafened, and stunned. If
So
it's
it's-
20 or fewer, it's dead.
it's definitely blinded.
Okay.
So he can, literally as you're watching, there's a bright light that shines out of his eyes, and he instantly screams, and you see him clasp his hands over his ears and just start rolling around.
So he's blind and deaf for 10 minutes, and that's a 21 Charisma save.
He literally has to have 20 to make that save. Alright.
Do not look upon my true form.
Oh, it's any number of creatures within range. So all 3 of them, depending on their health amount. Sorry, I didn't read it. It's any creature that can hear you,
Okay. So,
or any number of creatures I choose that can hear.
the red one makes it. The other 2 fail.
Okay.
One of them is deafened and blind.
And
The
if
other
it-
one appears unaffected.
If it is a celestial, an elemental, a fae, or a fiend, they automatically go back to their plane of origin.
They are humans.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, only the one appears affected by it.
Okay.
Still, he is deaf, blind, and just rolling. He actually falls prone. I have definite blind things. Let's,
Alright, that was my bonus action. Actually, yeah, that was a bonus
on
action.
the back, please.
It's on the red one.
No. The red one's unaffected. It's the one closest to Igni that's affected.
This one.
Yes. Thank you.
Yep.
Guys are using those rings today. Alright. So, Juliana, what else you want to do?
I'm gonna guiding bolt the healthiest looking one.
Yeah, I think
The healthiest looking one, that would be... Excuse me, that would be the one next to the one that's deafened and blinded.
Okay, I'm gonna fourth
So the one in the
level.
back.
I'm gonna fourth level guiding bolt it.
Alright. Is that a save or is that an attack?
That's an attack roll.
Okay.
Mess that up.
Just as a reminder, you still do have that one,
Important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. Adrian showed up to your house, didn't like the terms, and thought it'd be a good idea to
Oh, you
work.
have no problem with the terms.
Well, the original terms he had no problem with. I called him back and was just like, here's what's actually going to happen.
Oh.
And he was just like,
Toss that to me, please.
okay. I guess it's going down right here. I figured we'd go to like the fighting pit or something, but he just drew his sword and all of his guards did right there in the throne room.
I rolled the same fucking number.
Did you use your inspiration?
Yeah. I rolled a
Well, keep
3.
in mind, your inspiration adds to it. It's not a luck one.
I know, but I rolled a 3 and then rolled a 3.
What was your total?
19.
That just hits.
Okay, thank God.
So glancing blow.
That's still 76, and then.
Damn.
You need some D6s? I got some D6s.
No, I got plenty. Thank you. That's 76, and anyone has advantage on the next attack against them.
Fucking these guards up.
Well, I can roll damage apparently. So 31.
Alright.
So because it's glancing, that's 15.
Yes. Alright. So yeah, just a holy light envelops him and actually shines through, and you can almost see like something in him breaks a little bit. And he's just not holding his guard as steadily as he was. That's gonna go ahead and bring us to Darius.
Darius is gonna run up and stab the shit out of the one she just blasted.
Okay, so that's the one back there.
The one in back, yeah.
So if you just stand, yep.
Alright.
Come get
Go
some.
ahead and make attack rolls.
So you have advantage and a d4.
Correct.
Okay. Is it just advantage? It's just advantage on the one attack, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's until it gets hit.
He's gonna use booming blade then.
You can do that.
Yep.
So advantage and a d4.
Somewhere in the past, Taxi smiles.
23 to hit.
She hears
That
it.
is.
Don't forget to add that d4. Because you have a d4 on all attack rolls and
All
saving
attack rolls,
throws.
all saving throws.
There you go.
So it'll be 27. Yeah, 27 to hit.
Still is.
Lulu in the past just hears an echo from the future. Booming blade. Somewhere. Somebody's using booming blade. Happy to
Been a
know.
while since I used
Bars
this whole
jump
job.
and just yeah.
So it'd be 14 slashing damage.
Alrighty.
And if they move, they take lightning damage, right?
It's only thunder. Like it's a chunk of thunder, and if they move at all, it's another chunk of thunder.
12 thunder damage.
I love Booming Blade. I think that's my favorite weapon attack spell, or melee attack spell.
You sure it's not being a polearm master?
14 radiant
That
damage.
was pretty fun for now.
I'll pump a.
That
Let's do a
Cavalier-
second level divine
That
stone.
fucking Cavalier fight.
Alright.
That was brutal. I'm pretty sure Mikey's still salty about that.
The dragon never got off the ground.
I know. My centaur Cavalier.
11 more radiant.
Okie dokie. So you see Darius run up,
Long legs.
and basically attempt to run this guard through, and it's only because the armor slightly deflects the blow and just causes him being like speared through the stomach. Vital organs are not hit, but he's definitely in pain and just opens his mouth.
Where is your king?
That's gonna bring us to the guards.
Bardic inspiration to Ignatius.
So just as Darius runs through,
10?
runs his blade through, looks over at you and is just, hey, you should do this.
Your turn.
Give it a go.
Oh, did you re-roll for your breath, by the way?
Not yet.
5 or 6 it recharges. 6.
Hell
Get it
yeah.
back.
Jeez.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I'm warmed up. Vocals are good. Me. Yeah. When the king
me fossil.
Rather than that salt water beforehand. Alright,
Yeah,
I was kind
guard
Darius,
that
the guard your
propane, huh?
sword is currently embedded in, literally is just going to almost perch himself
Like
up on it
killing me.
and stab at you
We need to
twice.
take those away from me.
That's
Desperate swings from a dying man.
that would be an 18 and a 28.
28? Yeah, it is.
Okay, so one of those hits. Where?
You know what? I'll use cutting words.
Okay.
28.
Go ahead and roll your. I think it's a D6.
D10.
D10.
Same as Bardic Inspiration.
10.
Wow!
Wow. Okay, so that drags that down to an 18. So just as he slashes at you, you duck under the first blow. He goes, "Fucking hold still, you're a bitch."
You missed.
Demotivates his next swing. Oh man, that's brutal. I can't believe you rolled a fucking 10.
The blind and deafened guard just wildly slashes out, just hoping to hit somebody, properly aiming at Ignatius. But he's disadvantaged because he's deafened and blinded. Absolutely not. The swing just doesn't go anywhere near you. Somehow he misses the dragon in the room.
The playing with the cat. Oh, come here.
And then he pulls out his pistol and fires, hoping to hit you. Because there is no such thing as double disadvantage. That's not too bad. That would be 18 against your AC.
Yep.
So he fires the pistol. You just kind of.
Is the pistol magical even?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I was gonna say, even if he hit me, Tink. Fuck.
They are his guards. He did give them very good
I
shit.
bet he did.
Well, that was mildly annoying.
All right.
Life's not fair.
So the last guard, the red one, he's going to move around Darius.
Uh-huh.
So where he's flanking.
This one? Or
The
this
red one.
The
I
red one.
thought I'd never be king.
To where he's flanking me?
You'll never
Yes.
see the light of
Okay.
another day.
He technically hasn't moved out of Ignatius's reach, so he doesn't have opportunity attack.
Yeah.
So he's going to go ahead and
Going
swing
down
twice at you.
side of 10 feet of movement, or 10 reach.
That would be a 28 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And the second attack. Again, 28. That guy really likes rolling that. Alright. So, Chain Sword is. Where was that?
Wait, is that the blind and deafened one?
No. That was the one that slashed out wildly at Ignatius and then shot in the air.
But isn't that the one you just swung at because you had to be in that corner to hit?
No,
I
I
thought
swung
that's-
at this one.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's swung at the
okay.
one you guiding bolted.
Gotcha.
I'd like to think he like swung at me and shot at me with his eyes closed.
So that's 16 slashing damage for the first attack.
It was blind and deaf, so kind
Oh
of.
yeah, true. Oh god, this is not what I signed up for.
Literally
And-
can't hear or see.
18 for the second.
That's gotta be horrifying.
You just can feel me there.
Alright. That
feels
ends
the
the
radiant
guards'
blood.
turns. One didn't even get to go. That's going to bring us to Marcellus.
Yeah, seeing that Adrian has vanished off the field, I'm just going to shoot a look to Selwyn, nod my head in approval, and I'm going to shoot 2 arrows into the one that moved around to flank Darius.
Okay.
So the first one is bad. 27.
27 hits.
The second arrow, 31.
31 hits.
Okay. So I'll take it. 10, 14. That's going to be 19 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. Where's that? Use my bonus action. No, I don't need to use it. I'm good. I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna use it.
Now, do you have disadvantage on, did you have disadvantage on this because of Oath Mode?
Oh, because I'm not hitting
Adrian.
the target. No, I did not. So take those back.
So the first one would still hit.
First one still hit.
So roll your second attack
All right.
with disadvantage.
All right, Percy. 2 nat 20s, please. Nope, can't get any lower than that, big dog.
You do one?
Can't get any lower than
Oh
that.
shit, I forgot. Who nat 20'd earlier?
He did.
I was the first
Yeah,
one in
I
that
think it
20.
was-
Yeah.
I totally forgot you should have had a success table there. I apologize. We can do that retroactively now.
Success table.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
but
there's a
please.
fail table and a success
You
table.
know, we can just cancel it out. We let the nat 1 and the
I
nat
don't
20
think so.
cancel
Let's
it
go ahead and
out.
do percentages.
You know, you forgot, I forgot.
swear if you fucking hit me.
Yeah, because it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I know it's gonna hurt.
60.
Well, just pulling up the tables right now.
600?
60 for both tables.
So this is for the first
So
one.
for the success, you had a 60.
Okay.
Success.
The second one.
So, for your first attack, which guard did you hit?
No, I hit Adrian. Oh, for the
Adrian's
first.
not there.
Adrian was the nat 20.
Okay.
So are we going for the
Oh
success?
yeah, that's right.
So miraculously,
Yeah, that would have been against Adrian.
as you
Go away.
shoot him, his blade actually comes out of his hand and goes spinning across the floor.
And then he gets poofed.
And then he gets
So his
poofed.
weapon's still in the fucking throne room.
It is. Wow.
That's
Of all the things you rolled. Of all the things you rolled.
Let's see. Do we have any
That means
little
you're literally
markers or
right
something?
next to it.
So yeah, you would have been right next
Yeah,
to
so
the
you
blade
run
winner.
up. The sword is on your left now.
Do we have any markers or anything where we could put his sword down just as a?
Here, use this.
Like, what is this?
Okay,
64, 94.
So his sword would have been right here.
Yeah. What?
64, 94.
His fucking golden sword is just
49.
tink.
49.
Of everything you could.
49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49, 49. Won't they do it?
Come on.
Won't they do it?
So in case
You are on
anyone
hallowed
at home didn't
ground.
hear that, Adrian dropped his golden weapon, and now Marcellus has a broken finger. 2 broken fingers.
2 broken
Pick
fingers.
that shit up.
All right, that is gonna bring us to Selwyn.
That or just like kick it back to somebody. Maybe don't touch it.
You don't know what it does.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I cast Banish on the sword.
I don't think you could actually do that. Or does it have to be a creature?
I don't know. I actually don't have Banish. I was just messing around.
Oh,
Someone does.
No one does.
I was gonna say,
I
I
know
was
someone
wondering
does.
if that's a thing.
There was a giant evil abyssal dog that tried to eat his face, and it said no.
Yup, and he was.
It's a creature.
Well.
He's going to.
That was still my favorite moment of Selwyn in Coleman's adventure. Yep. Doggo's just like, oh, I hate you. And there's nothing.
He would hit Igni with that.
Guess he was gonna do an AoE, but he would hit you.
What is it?
Cyro Blast.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
Oh, that would hurt.
He's going to use Synaptic Static.
Okay.
Great fucking spell.
Yeah.
I can't get this one right here. I'm going to get these 2 back here.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it back here so that it hits those 2. So it is a Intelligence 22 save.
Your intelligence isn't bad.
But is it 22 good?
Not that good. They both fail. I'm rolling shit tonight.
They're both. Oh, I forgot. Yep.
They take a -5 to their
To everything.
all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as con saves to maintain concentration.
Okay. Alright.
And they take
Oh yeah, they just take damage from that.
Some psychic,
In addition to everything else.
psychic damage, I think it is.
yep,
I believe you're correct, yes.
4, 9.
That's not bad. That's an average.
12.
That was actually spot on average.
That happens sometimes.
So was that.
14, 16, 20, 24, And then I think I get something new. What did I say? 24?
Yeah,
Yeah.
24.
So 30 psychic damage.
30 apiece. They are barely holding on. They look ragged. Blood is pouring from every orifice that can leak and a few that can't. They do not look good. That is going to bring us to Adrian.
Which is just an
Fail
intelligence.
that
Yep.
save. Fail that save. Fail that save.
It's a check.
Oh yeah, it's not
Yeah,
a save. It's a
check.
check. I forgot about that.
It's
Oh,
not
fail
safe.
that check. Fail that check.
So that was a natural 19.
Fuck.
So he does succeed.
Fuck.
He pops right back into existence. Go ahead and place his piece back on the
But he's gonna
board.
be right on top of
Where is it?
Darius. So I guess.
He appears in the nearest unoccupied space.
Okay, which would be
I assume.
Right next to me.
between
Ignatius. Oh, you were in the...
Hello, puppet.
Oh, you're back.
As a bonus action, he reaches out, whispers arcane words.
Isn't it at the end of his turn he makes that check?
Is it at the end of his turn? I thought it was at the
Or the
beginning.
beginning? Most of those are at the end, so that's why I'm just curious.
No, it's a good point. I didn't think about that.
He uses his action.
Oh, it's his action to do.
So
Okay.
he still has his bonus, like you said.
So, as a bonus action, he waves his hand and whispers some arcane word. The sword vanishes from the floor and reappears in his hand.
Counter spell.
Look for it.
You know what's even going to be even worse?
Rock,
Actually,
rock
technically,
paper,
both-
scissors.
Technically, both of you can do that.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, see who's going first.
All right. Yeah. Oh wait, on 3.
Here you go.
On
Do you
three.
mind, do you mind closing the doors?
Yeah, I will.
Alright, Darius, what level are you counterspelling at?
Yes.
I'm doing 7.
He's just gonna do a third. Just third.
Go ahead and roll the dice and add your spellcasting modifier for me, please.
Natural 20.
That'd be a 20.
So, it was a 4th level spell. So,
Oh.
as he reaches out for it, closes his hand. I'm going to kill you.
So wait, does that mean does
Actually-
go, or
You does not even go.
I'm wrong, actually. I used my reaction for cutting words.
You are right, you did.
So yours would go off.
So,
Yeah.
but you said you can't against 7th level, so automatically succeeds. No roll required. So he just looks up at you, Ignatius. I'm going to skin you and make you a rug.
just one claw? One fucking claw.
Alright. That, I believe is... Oh no, he's still taking his movement.
Yeah, he would like to.
So yeah, he is going to
Yeah, leave my fucking
basically
face.
run around to where his sword is.
That's 2 opportunity attacks, isn't it?
Nope,
I
because
get
they both
one.
use their
Ignatius
reactions.
says...
Nope, I
Ignatius.
just used my reaction.
You did.
I get one,
Juliana does, yes.
but I don't really have anything that can react because I don't have.
You can try to whack him with the staff.
Whack.
That's because she doesn't even have a Warcaster or anything, so she can't even cast a spell at him. So.
It's up to you.
Nah.
Okay. So he just skirts around, just definitely see a panic on his face. He was not expecting to be pooped and lose his sword 5 seconds into this fight. That will bring us to Ignatius.
This will be fun.
Got 12% of a plan.
I got a plan. At 12% of a plan.
You hit him, right?
Yeah.
He has
He's
been
damaged.
hit.
He's hurt.
Yeah. You
Power
got
word
an
Well, I'm not gonna say he's hurt, but he's
Still looks okay.
Our word son.
Powered stun. Okay. Is that a save or how's that work?
Yeah, because you hit him for 90, didn't
How many
you?
hit points he got? 150 points or fewer?
No.
He has more than that?
Yes.
God damn it.
So he uses the spell slot but doesn't do anything.
It was a nice try.
Yeah, it was a good try.
Yeah. Would have been worth it.
So yeah, you throw the words at him, and they hit him, and for a moment it seems like they're going to take place, and then a golden outline appears around his forehead and the spell shatters.
I don't suppose doing that at 9th level would have done anything else.
Nah, it doesn't make a difference like that.
Alright.
Alright.
Well. Fine. I'll spend 2 more sorcery points and cast Hold Monster at 5th level.
Okay, what does it say for that?
Great question.
I believe it's wisdom, but if
It's
it
a
was
wisdom.
that's a natural 20. So you throw out your claw, and you see even a dragon whispering arcane words, and there's a flash of energy that goes from, and for a moment Adrian pauses, and then just looks at you, and the spell breaks. That's going to bring us to the Battlefield Angel. It is going to fly back to those 2 that are in back, and literally, as it flies over them, it's just going to drag its sword along their heads.
Literally fly by.
Natural 20,
Oh, fuck.
and that hits.
First one dies.
Where's my favorite?
It's probably go. She hits fucking hard.
She hits pretty hard.
Just, hey, you need a haircut?
53.
Oh, is that the blind and deaf one?
Yes.
He has no idea what's going on. He just
He has no
he came here
idea.
for simple negotiations, and he never even got to say goodbye to his kids.
Ultimately, what would make a difference? Alright, so she literally just runs and flies over them and killing them both cleanly. Ignatius, Darius, and what else is over there?
The other guard and Adrian.
Juliana's within range.
Okay, so yeah. Ignatius, Darius, Juliana, you 3 all have a d4 to all your attack rolls and ability checks until the end of the angel's turn. Or saving throws,
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
Alright, and then she's going to fly over, basically in the other corner. Not quite that far, but yeah. There you
okay.
go. Perfect. That will bring us to Juliana.
I'm summoning her more often. She's an asshole.
She
Well,
fucking wrecks shit.
You said those 2 guards are dead?
Those 2 guards are dead.
We take
Oh,
them
yeah.
off the field?
Yep, they are. Goners.
What?
Could have done something.
I have heightened kind of magic.
Oh, yeah.
I could have given him disadvantage on that.
Oh. I'm gonna bonus action healing word Marcellus.
Okay.
So your fingers are
So
healed.
your fingers,
Fly back up.
and you are no longer disadvantaged.
And I'm just gonna use a first level just to
Okay.
get your fingers back in
Oh,
order.
actually, I wouldn't have been able to do that because I just went out of magic after that.
I'm just going to use her myself across the room. Thanks, Jules!
And that's still 10 points of healing.
Yay! Damn.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna use my action to point at Adrian and say approach.
And?
And that is a 21 wisdom save.
What is his wisdom? That's close, actually. Wisdom plus 3. So no.
Okay. On his turn, all he can do is walk towards me and then end his turn.
Yep. Alright. That is going to bring us to Darius.
Darius is gonna pick up the sword.
Alright.
Put the cap on Darius, please. Let's throw the cap on Darius.
Make it a hat.
Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo.
You acquired the Master Sword.
Pick up the sword, do a flourish with it, and then stab his father with the sword.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh my
It's a
God.
dex-based weapon.
It's a dex-based weapon.
Oh. Shit.
That's not good.
Dex or finesse?
No.
You're inspired,
versatile.
don't forget.
Uh,
The D4.
actually, technically, it
Probably won't
is.
matter.
You can use your strength for.
Oh yeah.
This is versatile.
Yeah,
Just
versatile.
even if it's finesse,
Not
you can still use
versatile,
your strength. Finesse. Yeah.
Finesse. Yeah.
Finesse allows you to choose either your strength or your dex. So I apologize. You may actually use your strength. I forgot about that.
So that'd be a 21 to hit.
21. Fortunately, does not hit.
Okay.
So you stab at him, and he just dodges slightly out of the
Do
way.
you have inspiration?
Or multi-attack.
The D4? You still have
That, that was the D4.
Yeah.
Don't you have
Yeah.
multi-attack?
Yeah.
Your next swing is 14.
Or I could just roll and then see what it is.
No, because I have to do it
He
before you
has to declare it beforehand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Important is before you roll, I have to declare I use it.
Okay, then it'd be a 28 to hit.
That hits. So he looks at you and you stab out with not with my iron blade. And then you actually cut up into his arm a little bit.
Oh yes, with your own blade.
Julian's like, I've seen this attack.
Julian's just Professor Xing it.
Yep.
What is it? What kind of damage does it do?
It's a D12. Since you're not attuned to it.
What the
12.
That was the weirdest roll, but it worked.
It went and came. It looked like the wheel from Wheel of Fortune just taking its slow ass time.
But he's still proficient with longsword, so he gets his proficiency bonus, right? For strength.
It's not a longsword.
What is it exactly?
A rapier.
Oh,
Are
right.
you proficient with rapiers?
All martial weapons.
Oh, then yes.
So yes, you do your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So plus 6.
Okay. So that would be 16 damage.
Yep.
That's the attack roll.
Well, you still.
Because it's the.
He's proficient with it, so he adds a strength.
Yeah, but he adds a strength modifier.
It's a strength modifier. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, strength modifier, that'd be 20 damage then.
20. Okay. So it's additional.
I'm gonna divine smite him with it.
Divine Smite him with his own sword.
Go ahead.
I'm so proud of you right now. That's why I really wanted you to connect with his own sword. I was like, fuck it, I'll burn that. That's delicious.
You feel this? This is called what it is. This is called That's the Bad Dads.
This is what goes around, and this is what comes around.
23 radiant.
23 rating, very nice.
The pride damage that went along with that. The pride damage that went along with that hit was worth the important roll.
Alright. That's going to bring us to the guard.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Juliana.
You may do so. Alright, so
Who doesn't like a
we
good
just had
sanctuary?
this session all about Sanctuary. You know what it does.
Who doesn't like a good fucking sanctuary?
Jerry loved Sanctuary.
And then she died.
Yep.
She's not dead.
She's not
but
dead yet.
unconscious.
She will
But
be.
she will be.
Yep.
So the guard is going to take a disarming shot at you, Darius.
I already figured out what's
Okay.
gonna happen. What to do with Cherry when she dies?
When she dies.
Yeah, because I knew you guys were gonna torture her. And kill her.
That's 18 plus
Yeah.
stuff.
Her deity will
Pistol.
be happy.
That's 26.
That would hit.
So,
Cutting words.
Cutting words.
D10.
D10. I keep saying that. I don't know why.
That's all good.
Another 10.
Another 10. Gonna go ahead and take a second shot.
Okay.
That's 3 max die rolls. Like.
That's good, but not as good. That would be 23.
Just hits.
Just hits.
Yep.
So. That's not bad.
Is it another disarming shot?
Yes.
Okay.
Which sword is he shooting for?
Well, he's holding Adrian's,
Okay.
yeah. So.
So that's
He's
4
gonna
points of
knock you.
damage, and the sword clatters to the ground.
I have to make a strength save.
I apologize. You're absolutely right.
I play a gunslinger.
I apologize. You are absolutely right.
Not good.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a 12, so it does drop.
Did you enter D4?
Oh yeah, because that saves.
1.
Aw.
Okay. So
Yep.
unfortunately, it does drop to the ground.
That fucking battle
Close.
angel, I like that extra D4 to everything you do.
It's nice. I mean, you had to roll not perfect sometime.
Yeah.
So
Did
the
you
sword
know?
clatters to the ground as you just kind of hold your hand. Well, it didn't hurt so bad. It was just a moment of like reflex that causes your fingers to loosen. But Juliana, you are now protected by Sanctuary, and that is going to end his turn. He is going to try to move. There's really no way to get between you and Adrian. He's gonna make a run for.
Oh, the guard? Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna make a run for Juliana.
Okay.
So that would give Darius, I believe, and
And
Ignatius
Igni.
both
Yep.
opportunity attacks.
Nope.
I use
Darius
cutting
cutting
words.
words.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're
So
right.
just
so
Igni.
Ignatius,
Just me.
So would he just get like within range or actually get up to her?
up to.
Okay.
He also wants to kind of knock you right by Ignatius.
I figured.
Somehow the dragon is a problem.
Imagine that.
Somehow.
The dragon's scary.
20?
That hits.
Oh, good. Finish him. Wow, 10s. I've never used 10s.
Oh, I forgot. And you get to nib, and then he can't go anywhere.
Yep.
You may certainly do so. Well, I has to make a grapple check.
Right.
Well, a grapple check against a dragon is kind of a problem.
Not that great.
At least you connected.
21 points of whatever the fuck damage that is. Slashing. And then.
It would be piercing because it's teeth.
Yeah, it's piercing.
Is it 21?
Yeah, 21 points of slashing and 9 points of radiant.
Alrighty.
Does he have to make a strength check? 'Cause-
Yep.
Noob.
Ignatius, make a strength check.
Strength check.
Fuck.
Strength?
I rolled pretty low.
And he's a dragon.
Losing my dice. Ooh, I rolled really low though.
We'll see.
Strength. 12.
He rolled a 13.
Wow.
I rolled a 5.
So did I.
Hell.
Wait a minute. I apologize. That's a check, not a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So I apologize. I'm mistaken. He made an 8.
It would be. It's a grapple check, right?
Right.
So he's trying to grapple him, so
So
he
it
would
would
be
be a
able
save.
to make a athletics or an acrobatics. His choice.
Yeah. So okay, they are proficient in. It would be athletics. That's what they're proficient in. So adding proficiency bonus, which is at their level, is +5. So that's okay. Yes, that would be the +8. So yeah, okay, just manages to break your grapple check. Fuck. And just immediately, like, your teeth nip his calf, and he actually pulls away a piece of your flesh, a piece of his flesh in your mouth, and he just kind of limps away from you, look of horror in his eyes. That is gonna bring us to Marcellus.
Seeing this, Marcellus is going to fire an arrow at this guard again.
Okay.
Did the guard not do anything?
He no, he made you drop the sword.
Yeah, he shot at you.
Oh, that
twice
was
and
the
then
same
left.
guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only one guard.
Take the bottle cap off.
Oh, right, because the
So
sword
20 not nat
is back on the ground.
to hit the guard.
22. Yes.
Picked it up, rammed it into him, and he got shot out of the
So,
hand.
I'm gonna hold off on doing that.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, max damage. Okay. So that is I've got a friend right near.
Oh, you do? Yeah, that's my feet.
So far it's 13.
Or did you shoot the card that ran up on me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Got a friend in me.
That
So
sounds weird.
25 points of piercing damage.
25. As you shoot him in the back, it actually hits his spine, and you hear the bone split as the guard falls down dead.
So that's some Mortal Kombat shit.
And then I'm gonna use my second shot at.
Was that disadvantage at the guard?
No. It was advantage.
He's not
because I'm not
disadvantaged
disadvantaged anymore because you healed me.
Oh, no, I meant because you're focused on him with your
Oh.
bow.
Yeah, that should have been a straight roll.
So I rolled advantage was an 8 and a 7.
So it would be the 7.
The 7. So that puts me up to 20, not that.
So, okay, that was still hit.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
That's a good point.
Because
Because
he has
I'm
sworn
Because
at
he's
me.
sworn to
Enemy,
Adrian.
yeah.
So if he attacks a different opponent, he's at disadvantage.
So now I'm going to attempt to shoot Adrian.
Okay.
That's an advantage.
So yeah, now you have advantage.
Sharpshooter.
Okay.
Ayo.
Hey-o.
That's gonna fucking hurt.
If it is.
If it hits.
If it hits. I forgot his AC is bonkers.
So the first
Almost like
one,
King.
20, 12, 13, 25. Ooh, 20 not nat, so that one's not in.
So you got 3 rolls.
Yeah. Oh, lower.
That's even lower.
That is.
Yes!
I can't even
20?
believe that happened.
It literally hovered on the edge and then just went.
Yeah.
I watched. Can I have
Dude,
quick on that?
we were both just like.
Because, yeah, that's definitely it.
I was about to say, that's
watched
cocked,
it.
and
It was
it was
cocked
like-
as fuck in the middle of the
It
fucking
was
thing.
a long fucking
Ding.
time. I'm like,
Dude, it wasn't even leaning against anything. It
No.
was just.
It's just
hovering.
standing. It was.
Did you see that?
No, I
What
didn't.
the?
It was
fuck?
literally balanced like
I wanna
that
clip that
in the
moment,
center of the
because
fucking
from my point of view,
tray.
all I saw was you
and it
going.
just went dink on the 20.
It was either going to be an 8 or a 20, and then it just went.
There was like a full
That's
second
so
of an
beautiful.
infinitesimal pause there.
Oh my
Go ahead and
god.
roll your percentage dice first.
That intense
Okay.
moment of just, what's it gonna be?
That's the longest pause.
I'm
I've ever
really
seen
glad I
for a
got to
dialogue.
witness
I
that.
know.
That was
That's why I was
crazy.
just like, what is it?
Wow. 90.
90?
90 on the
Oh,
success
that's
table.
gonna be good.
Now, are you rolling? Oh, you are rolling both. Okay, cool.
Yeah, 90 on the success table. And so. I
Oh
have.
God, what happened to him?
Darius is within 5 feet, right?
Of Adrian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get
Oh my gosh.
Well, you already have advantage, so you would have gotten it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a reminder, the way we do crits, roll your normal damage, and then add the max die damage.
Right.
I didn't do that the
Your
first time.
arrow flew with such extreme force, it actually splits his armor a little bit. Roll an additional set of damage dice on top of that.
An additional set, like an additional
Jesus.
D8 or.
No, like roll all your dice again and add it.
Oh my. Okay.
On top of that,
So what is your max
There's more?
damage?
The max damage I can do is
Did you use your sneak attack on the guard?
yeah.
You don't have
So
sneak
you don't have
attack.
sneak attack again.
So don't worry about that. So
It's still your sworn enemy stuff.
6, 12, 18.
Your bow.
My bonus, my hunter's mark still
Your
on him.
hunter's mark.
That's 24. 16 with the D8. Sharpshooter, an additional 10.
Well, it's just the dice.
Well, okay, so just the dice. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
no, I'm saying like, what is his? Well, yeah, it would be the dice. Yeah. Okay.
Because he said just roll additional dice.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because it's max
So
dice.
without
not
modifiers
totals.
or anything, what is just the max dice damage?
6, 12, 18, 24, 32.
32.
Okay.
32.
So-
Plus your normal
so
damage.
roll your damage.
Okay.
I can't believe you rolled that high on this table.
So 4.
That's a monster crit.
Oh, there's more.
There's... Oh, wait. There's more.
So
So you were at 32.
32. Oh wait, I did that wrong.
This may end up being the MVP shot.
9.
You didn't get to get my command to go off.
He's not gonna die.
Oh, okay. But just the shot that turns the...
So that's with the dice. 5, 4, 3, 3. 9 plus 6, 15
So
plus
15.
1, 17. That's without modifiers.
So
or anything.
17.
So
Plus
17.
32.
That would be 49. Roll again.
Yep, all those dice, just roll them again.
Roll them again. Now add your modifier.
Okay. Now add my modifier. Okay.
Roll again. Add it to the 49, and then add your modifiers as well.
Yep.
This is gonna be like a fucking magical divine smite hit.
Yeah. Especially if he rolls well.
I see 1 1.
Well, one.
Rest
So
is not lower than a 4.
10, 16 plus 8
Oh god, he rolled an 8 on the fucking D8.
plus 8,
24.
24 plus 15, 39.
So 39 plus 49
49 would be
would be
88.
58. So yeah,
Yeah.
88.
88 in one shot.
And then
So-
what's your modifier?
Yeah,
That's with the
No, that,
modifier.
he added his
I
modifier.
added
Oh,
the
that was
modifier.
with
Yeah.
modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys see
88
Marcellus
with
shoot
one
down the
arrow.
guard, chasing Juliana, smile to himself, and pull out and pull the bow back. And for a moment, shimmering behind him in a golden light, you see the form of Ayun, her hands on his shoulders. And the bow glows with a huge intensity. His hand is shaking with the pressure of pulling it back. Fuck you, you son of... The arrow flies through, actually strikes through Adrian's ear. Like through his ear, in and out through his eye.
Jesus.
He sags to the ground. You guys see exhaustion hit him.
He's exhausted.
Fuck.
He's exhausted and suffers a permanent injury.
Oh! Good shit.
Shit.
Jesus.
You rolled a 98 on that table, and the higher you roll, the bigger the shit is. That was almost the worst possible thing that could have happened to Adrian. Alright.
Holy shit. Beautiful
He's
shot, man.
sagging on the ground. I apologize, what was the total damage? 88?
Yeah.
I was so focused on everything else, I didn't even enter that in. So he's still up. He's definitely bloody, but he's still up. You see him. That is gonna bring us to Selwyn.
You basically just Hawkeye from Avengers. I got him.
I can't believe you guys pulled that off.
You lose, old man.
And that is why we have fumble tables for both directions.
Holy shit.
Makes crits mean something.
We might have to start using that.
Is
That's
going to
pretty
shape
awesome.
change into a Baylor.
Who is?
Selwyn.
Selwyn. Oh, fuck.
I can't quite reach Josh. Would you mind handing me this?
You're already using one.
I believe Baylors are a large creature. So there you go.
Because they got the like lightning whip and the flame sword, right?
Yep. So you guys see Selwyn look over at Ignatius for a second, smile, all of a sudden,
He hulks out.
just hulks out into this Bane form. I believe it was your action.
Yes. So then I'm going to fly over to him. He doesn't do anything, but he does take 3d6 fire damage just for being near me.
Yes, he does. So go ahead and roll that, please.
Did I take that from being next to you when you transformed?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
10.
10?
10 fire damage.
Shindero.
So I also take that 10, right?
Yes.
Naughty.
All right. Wow.
Which is fine because that just comes out of my temper.
So Adrian slowly
I'm
stands
not
up,
worried about it.
Yeah.
and you see just this dazed look come over his face as he hobbles his way towards Juliana and stops in front of her.
Because that's all he does. And then he ends his turn.
Oh, and technically he did leave Ignatius's range, I think.
But it's not willing.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's true. It's not willing. All right. Ignatius.
I can't believe that was his whole turn and that was a level 1 spell.
There's something he should have done that he's regretting not doing now.
What? Legendary action?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't have those.
Oh my god, I can't believe that dice did that.
Okay. I am gonna hold monster again.
I shouted through the eye that he turns.
But
and
this
looks at you,
time,
he's just
I'm going
missing his
to
head.
heighten it. So he has disadvantage on the roll.
Okay, he normally has advantage on magical effects. Straight roll. That's a wisdom?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, hold person is wisdom.
Yes.
So that is a 12. He's going to burn a legendary resistance
Dude.
and choose to succeed instead.
How did he do that?
That's what he should have done.
Okay.
Alright.
He's gonna get extremely mad, spend 2 more sorcery points,
And do it again.
No, he's not gonna do it again. Nah, he just...
I was going to say, I don't think he has the plot to do it again.
no, I do. I still got one
do
more
you?
of those. Hold on, let me not quite. Wow, this is the most sorcery points I've used in months.
Can you use 2 different meta magics on the same turn?
Nah, not on the same spell.
Not as a
Okay.
spell, but yeah.
I can use it on the same turn, just not on the same spell.
Gotcha.
He's doing an Orion.
Yep. I'm literally
Oh, my
just...
sorcery points.
I'm just gonna and green flame blade my claws and slash the shit out of him.
Yeah, you can't reach him from there, so. It's a range of 10, I think.
He said
You
he's
still have to move.
Yeah,
You
he
still have
said
to
he's
move
Yeah.
Okay.
1, I think.
Yep. Because then he can reach him.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack, Ignatius.
Darius is just like,
Stop putting holes in my hole!
I'm actually surprised at how much damage.
Come get some!
Did you know?
Come get
Really?
some! Come get some!
My gosh,
Holy
boys!
shit.
Jesus
Go ahead and roll those
Christ.
dice so I
Fuck,
can...
Adrian.
Roll your percentile first.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't know he had legendary resistances, especially against command. Yeah. But you see, that's command is so seemingly innocent,
Yeah.
but it wastes an entire
No.
turn.
11.
Well, it was a bad time for him to lose a turn. 11. He'll still do something.
Okay.
Seeing this moment as your claws hit him, you can see how he's crippled from the left side. He can't see. You have advantage on all your attacks against him until the end of this encounter.
You lose.
Go ahead and roll your die.
man.
Again, add the max die damage to it. You guys are critting all over the place today, man. It's a good time for it. Oh, I apologize. I apologize. I was looking at the wrong table. Technically, Grim Flame Blade is a spell.
Yes.
I apologize. That was my mistake. That'll still be something good, but... Okay, same thing.
Same thing?
Same thing.
Okay.
Some of the stuff on the tables are similar, so...
Can I have one of those sour? Yeah. Thank you.
It would be a double credit on him.
Your crit was mean. Like, that was mean.
Well, and then
Actually,
his opening crit made him drop the sword.
I'd have to get closer.
You
Closer
critted on him
5 feet.
twice.
Mm-hmm. And they were
You
both
double critted him.
and they were both mean crits.
You have a tendency for rolling high on those percentiles.
claw's only 5 feet.
Oh, is it on 5 feet?
Yeah, so I would have had to get closer. Okay.
I doubt it makes much of a difference to you.
So
The biggest difference to you is you can no longer fit out the door.
what am I doing? I'm adding the max damage roll?
You roll like
Yeah.
normal,
And
and then add the max die
Okay.
damage.
So that's...
Adrian had a bad duel, man.
Goddamn math.
This could have gone any number of ways. This did not go the way he needed it to go.
His mistake. You're
Well,
about to gain a
I don't know if it
kingdom.
was a mistake. It's more you guys brought out a fucking metal boot and stomped on him. He literally just went,
His mistake for accepting.
So
Ain't it? Boot.
28
Ant.
points of slashing.
28.
28 points of slashing. And then
Where'd the ant go?
the fire here.
Oh, it's stuck to the bottom of the boot.
Ew. Get enough. I did not expect it to go this well. Like,
42
Very well
points.
for you guys.
42 points of fire.
42. Jeez.
I think only 2 of us have taken hits,
He is definitely hurt. Well, I mean,
and one of us was
Adrian,
self-inflicted.
Adrian is ridiculously strong and can do a lot of fucking damage. He has not gotten to attack this battle.
Yeah, in the first person's turn of combat, he lost his sword, and then got dimension shift.
And then came back and you're like, come here.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Come here.
You want some candy? Come over here.
In fact, the most that sword has done is stab Adrian.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is going to bring us to the Battle Angel. She has fortunately not received any further instruction,
Yeah, she's gonna defend herself.
so she's just going to defend herself. That brings us to Juliana.
Which I'm going to use healing word on you, just because. How much damage have you taken? 'Cause I don't think it's very much. I think it's only like 10.
Wasn't much.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna
14.
use. I'm just gonna use first level healing word on you.
Okay.
Like,
Which that's 10 points of healing.
There you go.
And
I'm blowing sorcery points and spell slots like candy.
They've been effective.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna
You
take
got
the
that
dodge
factor.
action.
What?
You still have that too.
What?
Your breath.
Oh, yeah, I have that too.
Taking dodge action.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the dodge action and command the Battle Force Angel to non-lethal Adrian.
Now, just so you're aware, the dodge action actually only gives you disadvantage on attacks, which you do already have sanctuary around you. Just so you
I know, but yeah, I
Okay,
just
that's
don't
fine.
really have anything else.
That's totally fine. Just want to make sure you were aware.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, I'm down
Darius.
11 sorcery points.
Actually, I take that back. I'm sorry. Well, can I hold my action for in case he tries to leave?
Sure.
Okay. And I'm gonna command the Battle Force Angel to non-lethal take him down.
Very well.
I don't care if you guys are lethal. I just want the Battle Force Angel to not get the killing blow.
understand. That's respectable.
All right. What you want to do, Darius?
Yeah, he's just gonna run and just plunge his sword into his back.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Technically, you would be flanking with Juliana, so advantage.
Yeah. So, a High Priestess on one side, a King on the other, a Dragon on one, and a
And you
Balor
are
on
still
the other.
start. Oh no, that turn came once, so no, I apologize. That's not what it is.
Okay, 26 for the first
Right.
one.
26 hits.
Looks
Is that cocked or not?
I can see
No,
it.
that's not cocked.
Is it? Not?
No.
Oh.
That's
oh.
straight up.
Never mind. I couldn't see the shaded side.
24 for the second one.
24 just hits, glancing blow.
Okay.
He's definitely hurting though.
So it'd be 13 slashing for the first one.
Okay.
And 2 4th level smites, by the way.
Okay.
Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die.
13 radiant for the sword for the first one.
Okay.
A lot of dice being collected over there.
Juliana's primarily a defensive caster, so the fact that
19
this is-
radiant for the smite.
Okay.
this has all been pure offense, so she's just kind of like, I'm just gonna support you guys and go nuts. I really like this Battle Force Angel.
Yeah,
That thing was nasty.
beforehand, if I could, I would like to have the sword cast Blinding Smite.
I will say yes.
Okay.
So, Blinding Smite, I forget that what it does.
That
I knew at one point.
he has to make a con save.
Okay.
Or he's blinded, which I think he already is.
No, he's not. But I rolled a 2. So I was going to go ahead and burn that last legendary resistance.
Okay.
And choose not to be blind. In addition to everything else.
He's still half blind.
Oh, he is half blind.
But he's missing an eye.
Blinding Smite does 20 radiant.
Oof.
And then the next hit, 9 slashing.
Okay.
And that's the glancing, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that would be half.
So 4.
13, 15 radiant for the sword.
Okay, after 7.
And collect your 14
Divine Smite.
Divine Death.
Wow, that was garbage.
That's fine, but your half roll. At least that wasn't your good roll.
Yeah.
Wow, 3 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
9.
Is that half already?
No, that's 4.
Okay, so half 4. How do you want to do this?
Wow!
He walks up to Juliana and then just sword.
So, who did we king CF?
CF is ours now.
When I ran forward, I just want to plunge it into his back, and then as I walk around the front of him, I'll drag my blade around the front of him, and then then I'll take it out
Like a
and just kick him off the sword.
So you literally come sprinting up behind him, impale him straight through, actually slides through his rib cage and pokes out the other side, Juliana. You can see the tip of the sword of Bayane just sticking out, and then almost like just walking around to carve a fennel pipe in half. You just Adrian, there's a deadness in his eyes as he looks at you.
His
Reaches
eye.
up
There's a dentist in
in his eye. The arrow shaft poking out of the other eye. He reaches up, places a hand on her shoulder. I have never been more proud of you than I am in this moment.
We'll just brush
Falls
his hand off.
backwards onto the floor, dead. There you guys go. I mean, shit.
Even in death, he insults us one last time.
Spit on his dead body.
Darius is just
Now
gonna
dragging Lugi on the floor.
he's just gonna throw his sword and walk off to the other room.
You guys, even from the other room, can hear Marina running to try to support Darius.
You don't want that. I'll put my hoard.
Darius, before you leave, do you care what happens to the body?
Sicko?
No response.
I'm gonna take that as he doesn't care. And Marcellus is gonna walk up. I can get to my fucking spells, that'd be great. There we go. And he is going to cast. He's going to put his hand with the ring on it, put it to Adrian's body, and cast Flesh to Stone.
So as Marcellus picks up the body and holds it, there's a bright glow from his hand, almost a blue spectral shine. He presses it against the body, and you see just that glow emanating from the contact. And the skin slowly begins to grow rigid and harden, and slowly stone begins to encase the form, turning him almost into a statue.
And would anybody else like to do anything before I do what I've been wanting to do for a long time to him?
Darius is not even in the room.
Ignatius?
Selwyn.
Selwyn?
Someone's still in Baylor form, and he's just like, "It's over."
You see this Balor standing there, flames erupting from his body. Just looking.
He's dead.
Why did I do this?
I'm gonna look over at the Battle Force Angel and say, the battle is over. Thank you for your assistance.
The angel flips the sword over, sticks it on the ground, and bows over it to you. Before vanishing.
It depends. What are you
And
gonna do?
hear a soft laughter in your head.
Oh. Can I take an arm?
Of course you can.
It's gonna snap one of his arms off.
It's just this horrible sound of stone being broken. It's jagged, very crooked.
Alright, rest is yours.
And as we're walking out, I'm just gonna turn my hand around and I'm going to guiding bolt the statue.
You see him just whisper the arcane words. His fingertips glow with the golden energy. And the stone statue just...
I doubt I'll mention my father again. As I walk off.
I'm gonna cast Sending to Darius and say, I'll be at our temple. I would appreciate it if you join me at some point. And then she's gonna cast Word of Recall and just to the temple.
You see Juliana kneel down and begin whispering arcane words, and there's a flash of green energy. She vanishes from the area.
Which you heard her, well, whoever's still in the room would have heard her say that in Sending.
Oh man.
Where did it look like Darius walked off to?
Just the other room. You can tell he's just venting.
And then that motherfucker had the audacity to come to my home and draw a weapon. He had it coming.
You can tell there's a sadness to it, but
Yeah.
he's venting in frustration.
I'll shift back down and walk into the room.
Do you see Marina, her arms draped over Darius? She's just mulling everything over. She's just whispering softly to him. I cannot pretend I will and also feel fine. But I am sad that you and your sister are what's left of your family at this point.
I just didn't want it to have to go that way.
I don't think he was ever going to go any other way.
I don't think so either.
The world is a better place without him.
I know it had to be done. I didn't want it to have to be done, but it did, I know.
Patricide's not easy.
You can say that again.
Patricide's not easy.
My gods are rubbing off on you.
Chloe's gonna step into the room and she's like, speaking of your guards, I'm gonna head back to Ludamentus and get working on those muzzles.
Would appreciate that. Thank you.
And then she's going to head to the teleportation circle and head back to Ludamentus.
Come on.
Or, I guess, yeah.
Come here for a second.
And she'll walk quietly over to...
He's just gonna pick you up and hug you.
Okay. She'll hug you back.
A moment of embrace, and Marina throws her arms around both of you. While Emma coos softly in the middle.
That's all I want.
I know if you need anything from me, I'll always be here for. You know, family stuff. Still not quite used to it, but...
As you say that, you hear a soft click. And looking down, you see that the locket you keep on you is open and softly playing its song.
You know, she'd think of her dad and do the whole... Right, I'm not sure we're, totally not crying. That was great. I'll be gone now. And she'll just leave.
Marina kneels down, kisses Chloe on the forehead. Be safe.
I hope that armor protects you enough.
I feel comfortable. Back in the mess hall, which is on the other side of the throne room from Darius's chambers, you can hear people are eagerly cooking and preparing a celebration. Kegs are being drawn out. Many fine foods, meats, everything's being stored up and prepared.
Darius will call for his guards.
Marching down from where they've been remaining, in the Raven Loft. Marcus and William come running down and kneel before you.
Send word to the Council of Seath that they have a new king. I'll be there to make my appearance shortly. I just need to compose myself.
You're appointing yourself as King of Seath.
Yes.
Okay. Look at you. Right away, my lord. March up and run.
Thank you.
Don't forget, Juliana has been an ambassador there, so she's got a couple connections that she could, I don't know, be there for.
Yeah. He's gonna visit the temple before he goes.
Cool.
Heading down into the temple, you see Juliana sitting before two much taller than human figures, appear to be half spectral light. Looking at them, you recognize the brother and sister deities of Lion and Bayan, smiling down at both of you.
I'm just gonna look up at the spectral version of Bayan and just say, I tried.
You served justice. You were a light in the darkness, and now you continue to spread that light. It is never easy to walk that path, but it is necessary, and you have done it admirably.
I'll kneel down next to Juliana and pray for a bit, however long she decides to, I suppose.
She knows important matters are at hand, but she would never spare any, cut off any moment of prayer with lying, but feeling your presence next to her, she'll put a hand on your shoulder while she prays. Or just outright hug.
As you guys are knelt in prayer, you hear the soft flutter of raven wings as a scroll before you states that the Council of Seath will be ready to receive you.
I think we have some business to do.
Ignatius, Marcellus, meanwhile back at the castle, what are you two doing?
Marcellus is first. He's gonna find just a quiet place, probably on the balcony, and attempt to pray.
Okay, go ahead and make a religion check for me.
I don't know why I checked. I have nothing to religion. But
I don't know why I checked. I had no religion.
Let's go ahead and use the pike die anyway.
I'm taking the arm of Adrian
Okay.
back to my room wherever the dragons are.
Adrian.
On the wall.
Just gnaw on it.
Just trying to get to the marrow.
It's just a nice trophy. It's literally made of stone though.
Oh yeah.
So it's a nice trophy.
14.
Okay. As you kneel down, your mind is focused on the moment when you shot Adrian's eye out. Just the rush of battle and the feeling that spread through you as you prepared the shot. And for possibly the first time in your life, you fully understand what it feels like to be imbued with the will of a deity and to perform an action on their behalf. And you see the appeal that Juliana has always claimed this had now. There is a strength and an energy to it. And while it was not overpowering your own will in any way, it imbued their will into yours. And for a moment, you guys clicked on the same wavelength. And it was possibly one of the only moments in your life where the right thing was completely obvious and completely clear. And there was no question in your mind, no conflict, no argument. It was just a single focused goal.
And then I'm going to go back to the library and pray. Or go back to the library and try to find more information on any of these experiments or any knowledge of any of the elder dragons that Hollywood has.
Okay. I'll go. While you are in your... now, are you in your room at the castle, or are you at the dragon hideout?
I would be at the dragons.
As you do, there is several roars and just dragons shooting flame attacks, breath attacks rather, into the air in celebration at the demonstration of their king's ability to overcome a king of men. And there is even the ground itself seems to rumble just a little bit under this celebration and this cheer and this expression of energy the dragons have had in well over several millennia. There is an experience, and for arguably the first moment in your life, you not only feel the pride that comes innate with being a dragon, you feel the pride innate that comes with being a king. You know, you are respected not for the position that your father even held, but for the position that you've demonstrated in overcoming impossible odds. A, to receive a body back, which now you've earned, and its power is emblazoned into you, feel more complete and more your own. And secondly, earning the respect of your king through battle and through ability and through fighting, which innate in all dragons lies, you know, a desire to show themselves. And now, if there ever was a question of who deserved to be a king of dragons, there is no longer.
Actually, I want to pull Nalavara aside too.
Okay, can easily do so.
You know what we're going up against.
I do. As much as anyone can.
If we should fail, and I should die, you have to lead the dragons. You have to find a way to stop it.
You have my word.
Hopefully that doesn't come to pass, but should it happen, I trust no one more than you to lead them.
Should that happen, should that creature reach the surface, it will face the full might of the dragons.
Keep our people safe.
I shall.
I'm gonna find the elf and help him in his research.
The more I look at the unicorn stats, the more I see how PvE it is. They're almost like social skills. It does like pass without traits and heals. I will pass without traits.
I guess we'll make our way back up to the manor.
Are you traveling back to the castle, or are you traveling to see it?
We have teleportation to Seath.
There's a teleportation circle, yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because I've been using it.
Oh
for
yeah,
back
you've been
trips.
using it. Yeah. So I would inform them and just be like, Marcellus, Ignatius, you're welcome to come with. In fact, I encourage it. Me and Juliana are going to talk things over. See what's in the best interest of Seath.
Okay, I'll go.
Let me grab my bag.
Nice fucking shot, by the way.
Indeed.
For a moment, it felt like
I forgot we all have telepathic bond, don't we?
Oh yeah, you still do. You don't just...
So I don't need to send you a message. We could fucking telepathic bond. Oops. Oh well.
It felt like a god was with me when I took that shot.
Really?
Sounds like someone's becoming a little more religious.
Not religious, just open, clear.
You know what religious is?
The shot lacked no
confused.
conviction. There was no resentment about the shot I was taking.
No second thoughts.
Not on that one.
I won't lie, I was a little scared when he turned around and was missing his eye.
Did you see him drop his sword? Stupid.
That thing's still in here, isn't it? I'll look around. Is it still lying on the floor?
Still lying on the floor. You never got to pick it back up.
The fact that that weapon only hurt himself was unfortunate for him.
Does it look like it has a malicious nature? Or does it look just
Not
like...
necessarily. It's definitely finely crafted. You can see several runes and gemstones inlaid in it.
Darius will pick it up, sort of look at it for a second, and then he'll toss it to Selwyn.
Okay.
Figure out what this is, will you? You fucking got it.
Yes, me.
Do the thing, me. Okay, me.
multiple personality disorder in its finest form.
That's why multiple accents are good.
And he will cast Identify on it.
Okay, and the DM will give you the description of the weapon after he actually makes it in D&D Beyond, because he hasn't done that.
I actually lost it.
Yeah, as soon as I get I have it on paper at home.
Okay.
As soon as I get it typed up, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Suffice to say, it is a magical weapon, requires attunement, and it has a bunch of cool stuff it can do.
Okay.
When it gets a chance to do it.
Yes. Yeah, you know, if
Did
you
he
actually
get to
the-
do anything at all?
Not really. He entered the battle, he lost his sword, he got poofed.
The only thing he ever did was try to bonus action get his weapon back, which got
Yeah,
counterspelled.
which didn't work.
Yeah, so he didn't get to do anything.
So, shit out of here.
His guards ultimately did more than he did.
Yep.
Yeah, like the most he did was draw his weapon before he got shot and teleported.
He did not have a good time.
That was the most, like, I don't know.
He had a lot of health,
He
too.
got fucked. Well, someone shot him for 90 twice.
Huh? Oh.
I feel like you do know.
First round, 90, poof, poof, 88. Okay, that was a great
No,
welcome back.
First round, 90. Say bye-bye to your weapon.
Yeah.
I will say, a small victory before what we're about to do does feel reassuring.
It does. It's also one less thing we have to worry about.
It feels good not to have to worry about the whole kingdom betraying us on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll sleep better at night.
We're not
That's
completely out of the woods yet. That's what we're going over there to hash out.
True.
There's no sympathizers. It's a traitorous.
I want to be clear about this, Darius. Us going over there, if they're all sympathizers, what would you like us to do with them?
So I'm curious if there's going to be sympathizers because he murdered his way to kingdom anyway.
What?
But do the people all know that? That'd be Marina.
Do what?
So that would be Marina.
True.
I mean, your father was never one for being open in his actions.
We don't
No.
know how good of a king he was for the short time that he was the king.
Also, is that contract null and void if he's dead?
Well, the contract was never signed, was it?
The original one was.
That's not the contract I mean.
With Simon you're talking about? I imagine it would be.
It depends. Did your father tell anybody about the contract?
I believe above table, I think I asked him about it and he said no.
Yeah.
You did.
And he said he hadn't.
No, I don't believe so.
And with that being said, I believe everything will be decent. There'll be a few axes to grind. There'll be a minor pushback. Nothing that me and Ignatius can't solve.
Well, I assume the changing of kings for a nation would always have some
Always.
tweaking to be made.
As long as Darius can serve up one of those brilliant speeches.
Well, I mean, as one of the few people here who has actually been a subject under a changing king, it doesn't always necessarily make a huge difference to the common people, unless something like taxes or new laws are enforced. But as far as the day-to-day operations, the specific king on the throne usually means very little, unless they're involved in what's going on. And your father was a bigger thinker, if you want to put it that way.
You could put it that way.
We don't much thinking anymore.
Although there is another question that comes to my mind. What's to be done with your old manor?
Demolish it, build a new manor on top of it, make it our own.
Maybe destroy the murder lair that's in the bottom of it.
Yeah,
That'd be part of
that definitely has to
demolishing it.
go.
Or we could sell
Maybe
the
some-
land to
It's
a
kind of your
furnishing.
vibe, Marcellus. Do you want it?
I don't.
That's a good point.
It is your
Actually,
I mean, I do
Your
believe you
home.
are down a manor.
yeah, your home was lost, well, sold. Why not take it for yourself? Have your own plot of land and we could always demolish the house and make a new one.
Me and Juliana can barely stand even looking at it, so
So that means you would never come visit me.
Oh, if it was yours, we'd come visit
not
you.
unless you never come outside.
But visiting it is a lot different than living it. We would visit for you, not for the home.
Let's check the vibe and see what's how they feel.
It's a very murdery vibe.
I would hate to be there, and every night I have to go to sleep. I have to.
There was an Iron Maiden that led into the downstairs.
Yeah, I was there.
And if you wish, we can demolish the home, make a new one, and I can consecrate the ground.
I would advise that. I mean, in my experience, having a basement in your basement is never a good thing. And I don't really think I could find myself in that house again either.
It's just.
I don't relish the thought of being back there.
Let's see how the people react to us coming over there. If there's a good reaction, I will take the estate. If there's a bad reaction, we should just demolish it, sell the land, or sell the house as is.
I would wish it to be gone.
Or just demolish it then. Yeah,
Demolish
let's
it
just take it
itself.
You
down.
could always just have Ignatius sit on it.
That's not a bad idea.
You could build me a little roost up top.
Ignatius, how do you feel about the dragons having a country of their own?
Seath, home of the dragons.
We have
Or
to.
land of the dragons.
You wouldn't have to share it with me. Please God, let him leave.
We're already sharing a country, Darius.
Yes, and it's like when you share a room with your older brother, your gases are always in my kingdom. I cannot stand it.
How would you like Seath, land of the dragons?
Well, it is worth mentioning that Seath is a business-oriented country. More than any other, at least within Inseron. Do you think you could run a business country?
I don't know about Silas. Do you think we could run a business country?
I do like gold.
So do I.
What better than an ex-thief and a dragon?
Still. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good.
Huh? Yeah.
I don't know, I just said you don't shave anymore. I just said ex-thief.
Okay.
I think we could do it.
I believe in you both.
As do I.
Just think of what we'll save on tearing down the house. I could do that for free.
You can consecrate the land with your bride.
Exactly.
Would be easier.
It'd be really easy.
Barely
I don't like this wall.
Although I don't think you'll fit in the basement.
We'll have to expand it, of course.
Expansion's good.
You could go from a manor to a
We could build it.
Lair.
temple. A lair, yes. That's a good word
If
for
you
it.
will.
Can we make it like a castle there?
Sure.
Yes.
A Claire.
Well,
Right in the dining hall, we'll put Adrian's stone arm that I'm keeping.
We have to have a giant foyer. Just a giant foyer for the dragons to get into.
Oh, it's not attached to him anymore. That's mine.
I wonder what this does.
Certain that Claire could design perhaps a ceiling that opens up to allow the dragon.
I'm sure Chloe could help you with designs of that sort.
Indeed.
my father did say that there was some financial problems with Seath. We'll have to find that out when we get there. He was obviously asking for $500,000 in gold.
Which you get to keep now.
I was planning on giving half of it to you for the expansion and whatever problems you may face. Since, have you decided to take this on?
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, we got it.
Then,
Easily done.
This is what I call allied nations.
then
Us.
half of Hermos's assets are yours as well.
Which does bring
So-
up another question in my mind. Given that you're no longer outlaws in Luthermore, Ignatius, have you any intention on the,
Cathedral.
yes.
I'd like to rebuild that too. Maybe.
I wonder if you could rebuild it in Seath.
Good.
Could be part of the new house.
Bring your home.
Piece by piece. Like Xanatos from Gargoyles.
Sure, whatever you need, man.
That's how you want to think of it.
Well, he took the castle and he rebuilt it piece by piece. On
I
top
can't
of
say
his
I know
statue.
gargoyles that well.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Mhm.
Because that was the whole thing of them coming back to life as the castle had rise above the clouds.
Oh,
And he literally piece by
this
piece.
was like I watched this when I was like 6. I don't
I
remember
love
a damn thing.
Yeah, I actually played the board game along with the show.
So did I.
Thank God I'm not the only one.
Yes. I had Xanatos and Goliath's like little action figures. Fucking great, man. Fucking great.
All right. So, do you guys want to make plans to all travel to see it, or how do you want to do that?
Teleportation circle, the way that I know since I've gone there myself
Oh, you
multiple times.
definitely have the decision. Or the sickle of people. So, gathering up your gear, making preparations. Juliana leads you all to the teleportation circle. And after focusing for a time, there's the familiar. You guys vanish in a blast of blue light, reappearing moments later inside the castle at Siet. Looking around, the thing immediately apparent to you is the ginormous hole in its roof, which takes all of you a few minutes to think, oh right, this is where Callie and the cast provided a very long destruction. Apparently, well, they've started repairing it, they still have a little ways to go.
Right, we did this.
I thought that was in the manor.
No. You guys went to the manor. They provided a distraction in the castle.
Oh, I thought it was a distraction on the other side of the manor.
No, it was in the castle.
This is odd. You thought they'd have this fixed by now.
As I said, financial problems maybe.
Okay, this is not bad.
It's a mixture of financial problems, also given the nature of how big castles are. When it comes to especially domed roofs, the construction process is extraordinarily difficult and just takes a lot of time.
But not for a dragon.
It would be far quicker if a dragon were a construction worker. Sadly, Dragon's Builders has not yet been established.
Not yet.
Is your home caved
Dragon
in?
Craft.
Did a giant
Minecraft,
ship?
Dragoncraft doesn't
We buy
have
ugly
a
houses.
business license.
Did a giant ship run into the side of it? We're at Dragon Builders. We buy ugly estates
And reform them.
and reform them into beautiful things. And
Have you just killed your bastard father and taken over his home?
ye old property, brothers.
Oh
my god.
was just holding a major illusion on the castle. Are you ready to see your new home?
Come on in, guys. Oh my god, this is fantastic.
All right. So heading up, you guys are greeted in what would be the central room, the throne room. And Darius, for you, this carries weird connotations because you keep looking around, half expecting to see Simon. Only to look around and see that there is no Simon. The color scheme has also been changed to match the colors of House Marjorie.
I forget how long ago did the whole Simon Adron thing go down. How many days ago was that?
When did I get the letter stating that he was
That was yesterday.
within the last week, I imagine?
Actually, technically, considering you guys haven't arrested, it was earlier today.
Yeah.
Technically.
So I imagine he did the deed and reinstated himself. Or instated himself.
I can look back over the past week of the events that happened in this room and see how it all went down. If it happened within the past week.
As you guys have this conversation, the doors burst open and a group of about 10 people comes in. Many of whom do spark a familiar presence in your mind. In particular, there is Kalile, who is the female elven owner of the Silly Cat, a bar you guys frequented in Seath a few times.
I remember
the silly cat that fell off the rafters.
You're also joined by Jemrick, who is a kobold running a livestock farm, who you guys visited to obtain horses from, which I believe got left in Bayan's death and just never went anywhere else. Sounds about right.
That's right, we paid for him.
Just a number of people that you've seen before come joining you. There's Teos, who is the old man who was in charge of records keeping for CF, who originally led you to Rarick. Yes?
I think so.
I believe so, yeah, that sounds right.
I lost the name for a minute. It's been a while. But just many faces who you've seen in the city before come joining you, and all kind of look at you just a little confused.
Pleasure to make your acquaintances.
And it is eventually. Sorry. I just had her name. Where was it? Oh, it is eventually Kalile who speaks up. Things have been weird and very changing. We had a new king earlier today, really, and now we have a new king.
Well, we sort of talked it over, and my two friends here think they can take on that responsibility.
Are you Dragonfall right now? Okay.
Are you aware of what just happened?
Not entirely. There was a big flash of light, which could mean anything or nothing.
Flash of light where?
In here, in the throne room, about a few hours ago.
Do you want to check this out?
I can.
Do your thing, and we can talk with the people here.
Is that them?
Sure.
Is that them leaving?
I can see
Hmm?
Is that Adrian and his guards leaving here to go?
Could be.
Let me check.
She's about to find
I
out.
can see all of the events within the past week.
Good idea.
So I'm gonna prepare myself for visions of the past
Okay.
and check out what happened in this room over the past week. All the significant events.
As you kneel down, you just hear, almost out of the corner of your ear, just a I hit the fucking cat! Just immediately drinks start being passed out. Ignatius, Marcellus, you guys are also offered drinks.
You can do that now.
I can do that now. Yay. It's only been an entire campaign.
It's been worth it just for that.
Mm-hmm.
You had that body for what, a year and a half?
Yeah. Ooh.
About 2 years almost, yeah.
Almost 2 years.
I'll pass. I'll pass on the drink.
She nods
What?
to you.
I'll have his.
Just immediately
I'll have this.
slide down the table directly in front of you.
I was gonna say you had a dragon belly. Yeah.
Marcellus, you're going to need that if you're going to be taking on this responsibility.
Oh, no, trust me, drinking is the first nature at this point. I just not thirsty at the moment.
Juliana, as you kneel down, you focus and you pray to Lane, and slowly everything draws to a crawl, and then everyone freezes and stops. Then you begin to see people moving backwards. The 10 council members retreat out the hall. You see yourselves begin to move backwards towards the teleportation circle. There's a flash as you guys vanish in a speck of light. And you see Adrian standing in front of the room with his guards, pacing and just rubbing his chin, looking confused, the golden sword back on his hip. There's a mixture in his face. Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Sorry, that whole description kind of gave me goosebumps. That was fucking cool.
I'm glad.
An insight check?
Yes.
God, that's gonna hurt. And I mean, that was really fucking high.
36.
Higher.
Oh my
41.
gosh.
42.
Close. No, it was like 38.
Damn it.
37. 37.
There.
One off.
Yeah. I rolled an 18 with a plus 19 modifier.
Okay, yeah, there you go. So yes. Juliana just yeses. You see Adrian's face
Higher than
is
I could possibly
a
roll.
mixture of concern, and there's a touch of pride in it. And you hear his guards talking to him. So, why didn't we kill them? And immediately Adrian throws up his hand and the guard is thrown back against a wall. And you hear him kind of growl, I will not let everything I have built be for nothing. Children or not, they will inherit and legacy will be passed on.
And he gave it to a dragon and a dragon.
Again, time begins to continue moving backwards. You see Simon kneeling on the floor, coughing up blood, as the vibrant wording of your contract has been broken. And he kneels down, speaking what time he has left, explaining the situation between himself and Klenger, and your guys' role in unearthing all of it and taking over Hermos. He explains
Fucking snitch.
explains how the dragon's been revived and the deal you had with Juliana sitting on in his meetings and him having a representative on yours. And just as he explains everything, life slowly draining from him.
Oh my god.
As time continues to reverse even further back, you see several meetings taking place between Adrian and Simon. Simon looking increasingly dejected and just weary and almost seeming to age as time moves on rapidly beyond a normal aging process. It almost seems like for every day that passed, he's aged 10 years. Until the point when he was dying, his skin is sagging on his bones, his face looks dehydrated, the eyes are practically gray and lifeless. There's very little that could even be called a man left in him at that point. And then, slowly everything once again crawls to a stop. And like something in like a movie being thrown and fast forward, everything speeds up. You find yourself once again standing in the middle of the throne room with 10 council members, your brother, Marcellus and Ignatius, before you.
That looked riveting. What happened?
Because that was actually what's a minute for every event.
So, about 5 minutes or so.
So it only took 5 minutes. Yeah, 'cause it's up to 24 minutes.
So, for 5 minutes, you just watch Juliana just do the cat thing.
Hey, yo, bro!
The prophecy. Not that one. Not the one I meant.
There's a weird fucking cat outside!
Motherfucker!
There's a weird cleric in the chamber room!
It's okay, Lucy.
I'll fight with Lucy.
Because
It's
I'm thinking
okay.
all visions of the past thing. She like kneels on the ground, focuses for a second, and then her eyes do the whole like glaze over white thing.
Looks like grandma the fucking thing.
Looks like fucking thing's wearing makeup. Yeah, she's gonna like come back to, and her eyes are gonna fade back in, and just. Apparently, we were gonna inherit the kingdom anyway. He was going to pass it on to us, inheritance and all that. His gods apparently weren't too happy about it, asking why they couldn't just kill us.
It wouldn't have came without a catch.
Of course, as always. Simon did tell Adrian everything as he wilted in front of him. The weird thing is, it seemed like every time they spoke in this room, he would be aged, even though it was only days. He would seem to be 10 years older until it was hollow, skin and bone. I'm not sure what he was doing to him.
Interesting magic. I assume it was magic. But I don't know anything like that.
Whatever the case, it was definitely Adrian.
Well, I think you were joking saying he didn't know anything like magic.
It was definitely Adrian's hand forcing Simon to do whatever he wished.
Yeah.
Well, how much does that surprise you all?
Your father
Oh.
forcing somebody to
Oh,
do
yeah.
something they don't want to do.
That doesn't sound like him, right? Not at all.
Just to gain more power over others? Totally not. No.
He's such a great guy. Such a great
My thoughts exactly.
So I was thinking
It
in
is
this
the
room.
guard's flesh that Ignatius chewed comes.
So Ignatius, I was thinking in this room we turn this wall down and kind of give it like an open concept look, right? We could keep the rest of the stones. Is this awkward for you guys as we start planning this or no?
While they're talking, I'm just gonna pull the other people to the side and start explaining everything that just happened.
And it's just like, go ahead and make a performance check for me.
What are the Margrave colors?
Blue and gold. Or no.
That's
Well,
gone.
it depends. Do you mean the sigil that Darius has chosen? Or
No,
the symbol that his father
The
has?
colors that are here right now.
Black and green.
Black and green.
Yeah, the black can stay. The green's gotta go.
Green's gonna switch with red.
Black and
A
gold.
what check?
Yeah.
Black and gold.
Black gold with red.
A performance check.
color.
Yeah. And
Hell
then-
yeah, that's
47.
royal as fuck.
and
What's
then
up?
If we
So as you guys see Darius talking to the council, you see, well, initially he seems slightly stoic, almost professional in it, kind of similar to a presidential candidate giving a speech. He eventually starts to grow more and more animated, and you see it switch from an explanation to a story. And you see the faces of the council grow more and more captivated as he explains, growing more animated, especially in the descriptions of battle, or in particularly glorious moments such as Ignatius's dragons being brought back. Just grows more and more descriptive and stylish with it, possibly even imbuing in certain places, such as Ignatius and Darius's battles over the years.
And then I beat him single-handedly.
One hand behind my back.
Didn't even use my sword.
he begged me to put it down.
And then, as your story comes to a close, they all clap and just cheer for you. Just, it's excited.
Now they
to
all
hear.
have temporary health.
They could technically have temporary help, yes.
You know what? Take it.
As he finishes, I'm just gonna wait for him to look over. I'm just gonna wink at him.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
So I was thinking crest. Yeah. Put like a nice little dragon head in the middle and two crossed arrows.
Take
Yes.
this seriously.
Yes, and then we can
I am
raise
too.
this roof a little bit, and then
Yeah,
we can have
open it.
Cohen
You guys are
open it
talking
up.
about
Nice
this.
open skylight.
As you guys are talking about this, there's a halfling behind you with a notepad just...
Yes. So yes, take all this down.
Yeah.
Seems like they're already fond of you.
We need an entrance for the dragons, and then I'll
So
have
he
like a
told them
little
everything about
okay,
even
so the
him
roof
being a
opens.
dragon
It's
and all that.
it,
Okay.
we can do either maybe
I assume-
retractable or if-
Retractable
you
seems
would
a lot
look at
more
it.
Or if you
Cohen
like,
Oh,
style.
yeah,
if we do
of
a,
course.
we do a
And then
little
there's more
we
and
just
the whole story.
Yeah, it'd be a little awkward
We
if the
should-
king walked outside,
would you
turned
like
into a dragon,
retract-
flew away.
do
and
you want a
like,
flat roof or a
Why didn't you tell us that part?
yeah.
You're going to need a way to pay for it, and he'll hand you a scroll.
Meteor swarm!
Fireball!
Clever.
Ow.
That would have been annoying if I wasn't immune.
Yeah.
I don't like being handed
It's
things.
a deed for 1,000,000 gold.
If I had glasses, I'd have to.
Um.
I'll hold on
You
to
hold
that.
on to that.
I roll it back up.
The screen instantly disappears.
It was for his hands only.
Minor illusion.
Oh no, I didn't think I did if it touched Marcellus' hand and then it was gone. You know what happened to it? It just went somewhere.
Like a magic.
that'll go good with what we
That was a good
had.
sleight of hand roll.
Yes.
We can do a lot of good with what we had.
Natural 20.
That's what we had.
How much did we have before?
Hmm?
Before that.
It's whatever you had on you. You guys never took the gold
That's true.
that I promised you, so
That's
this
right.
this is him forcing it on you.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Take the fucking money.
Take this money.
Take my
Shut up,
money!
take my money!
It's hindering my bank account. Take my money.
I haven't heard
I
that
need to
one
lose some
before.
assets really fast.
Yeah.
We should walk around
Yeah,
the
your
city and
ass is
see
gonna
what the
fucking
state
do
of
it
the.
to us.
Yes.
Yes, we should.
Should we just casually stroll?
Yes, casual
Okay,
strike.
fine. I'll say we can make a
Well, if you go ahead and
spectacle
make
of it if we
performance
really
checks.
want to.
Performance checks.
Both of you, yes.
Yeesh.
I'll say with advantage.
What if either of you need help running a kingdom or need advice?
Okay, so 18.
We will be here for you.
17. Okay.
Okay.
We are both skilled in
22.
18.
1822. They less stroll out of the front doors and more strut. There's definitely a skip a little bit in Marcellus' step.
I'm just holding my arms behind my back.
The Jedi walk.
Yeah, the Jedi walk.
This
I'm gonna
pleases me.
Telepathically talk to you as you leave, because I had telepathy. Thanks for feats. And say, if you ever require guidance in anything for running a country, both Darius and I have experience with running, I guess, just control of things, and dealing with people. So if you ever require help, we will be here for you.
Oh, I fully expect you to sit in on all the meetings, of course.
Alright, I shall be here for you.
You see, people are instantly discussing how to make a crown big enough to fit on a dragon's head.
Honest is my good man. Honest.
Just have an image of a dragon with like a teeny little strapped around his thing with strings.
Like a tiny cowboy hat.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
I'll just alter self the spikes into just golden.
Actually, I was gonna say, yeah, if they just make one for your human form,
Yeah.
and then just when you shapeshift, it's just a part of you, so you just unshapeshift, you have the crown again.
Basically.
What is the state of Seath as a city?
Can you imagine
How
that?
bad is it?
Having like the Alex Strauss.
The city itself is actually doing very well.
Gold.
Okay.
There's a little bit of concern over things like resources and that, but as a whole, the city is not in bad shape.
Okay.
It is not prepared to expand in any way, which is one of the major concerns that Adrian had. You don't have the resources to set up bases or towers outside of the kingdom or anything in that regard. And if you were to try to mount an attack of any sort, it would basically be a one-way trip for most of it.
Ooh, it's not good.
Because you don't have the power to maintain a base anywhere, manpower-wise.
That's not terrible. I mean, it won't be warmongering.
But they're not in danger of the city going bankrupt or being hungry or anything like that.
That's good.
So it's stable, it just can't grow.
Exactly.
Invest in crops.
We need definitely crops. We need to.
Our druids are very capable over in Hermos. They've grown basically everything you see. Could have them take a trip over here.
We would like that very much.
That would be helpful, yes.
We need to make it more livable for people. Just
Better housing,
Better housing.
invest
yes.
in education,
Suburbs. We need suburbs.
sustainable living,
Yes.
a warm life for all mankind.
Yes.
I'm not sure how much Sith did this, but being along the ocean, you can always make fishing a priority.
Protein. It's a great source of protein. We need set up better trade routes. We need to
Well, I
make-
mean, the trade route to the mainland is one of CF's major exports. Like, that's one of their big money earners. Is because everything that goes into Insulam or out of Insulam pretty much goes through CF.
Okay.
You know what to make trade faster?
Dragons.
Dragons.
We can charge for next day delivery.
Courier service.
Next day delivery at an
Fuck
extra
boy
30
fee.
gold.
So you guys, remember how, well, I guess you guys wouldn't remember, but, like, there was a moment in the fucking Twilight books where it pissed people off because werewolves were essentially turned into cell phones. I feel like turning dragons into a courier service,
They would be paid for it, though.
I don't feel like that's the problem.
That's lowering dragons.
That's true.
Essentially making them giant-scaled ravens.
Give them something to do, though.
Well, except they'd be carrying cargo.
A dragon just landed with a gang of boxes and crates.
Yeah, remember all the fantasy games? Whenever dragons would land in front of you, put down a chest and then fly away.
Here's your delivery.
This is how it all started.
It's Dragon's on. Instead of Amazon. Next day shipping.
And they could use the Droogle services to locate stuff, to find things.
Oh my gosh.
Call it Droogle.
And there's Dream, but nobody
Wow.
uses that.
Our Air Force just got a lot better.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? You want to call it a fucking airstrike?
For some reason, it always ends with a TIE fighter.
What is that?
Fucking TIE Fighter dragons.
Watch out for its repeating dragon breath.
Damn, bro.
Anyway,
We need
Tangent over.
we should
So you guys start making plans to increase Sieth.
we should
make it
build
more
another
viable
version of
country
Ludomintis here.
and better self-sustaining.
We'll call it the Seath Academy. Or the Seath location. Ludomintis Seath.
I'd also
Sieth is the name of the kingdom. Wiltmarch is the name of the city you're in.
Oh, okay, so we're in Wiltmarch. So we'll call it the Wiltmarch location for Ludomintis.
I'd also like to erect a couple cathedrals
For the dragons?
No, not for the dragons, you fool.
For the people?
For the gods.
Oh, which gods? You have a god?
No, you have a god, they have a god, you have a god. Everybody's got a fucking god these days.
Well, I mean, I knew I had a god, and I knew they had
A
gods.
dragon god? No.
That would be insane.
You
What
could
would it be, a
convert
platinum
to
dragon or
precious.
something? That would be nuts.
Yep, I'll convert right a fucking way. Yep.
mm-hmm.
You know, you can
I'll
start,
see you in the cathedral every day.
Yep.
you know, you can start your own religion, right?
I hate you.
This is going to go smoothly.
You chose to run a kingdom with him.
Yep.
Who better to run a kingdom with, though?
The person you hate the most.
Because I'm not gonna have a problem to you. That's a terrible idea.
Keep your enemies closer, right?
That's the backstory of every king versus king plotline ever.
No one I trust more than the people here.
Where's the library at here?
There's a Hall of Records.
I would like to go to the Hall of Records.
Okay.
And I'm gonna burn half the city's history away. No, that's a joke. That was a joke. That was a
Done it
joke.
before.
Actually,
Wouldn't be the first time.
actually,
Every time I enter a city, I'm just get rid of the records, scrub them clean.
what if we wipe out all records of everyone before you two in your line?
It just seems evil.
Still part of our past. Our past has made us who we are.
It just
True.
sounds so evil, Ignatius. You want to use your breath?
evil.
I've got this.
As much as I don't care
I've
for
got these
them,
matches. This oil.
they're still a part of who we are.
Right.
And it also shows the hardships we went through to get to where we are.
Just a thought.
Appreciate it, but I think people deserve to know the truth.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll start hanging your dad's on in my office.
I'll get a plaque for you.
It's not weird, is it?
Not for you.
Perfect.
So, for slight sake of brevity, at this point, you just really only have one major thing to take care of. So how do you guys want to start approaching that?
What happened to the scouts that we sent?
What scouts?
Did some scouts get sent?
You did send out with some scouts.
Yeah. What happened? What happened?
Basically, you would have received a message a few days later that they have found no way into the keep. They are unable to enter it by any means. The door has some sort of mechanism to it that they are unable to find any way to open.
Sounds like a job for Chloanne.
Didn't Chloe have a lead on that?
She might have.
So what? We have Chloanne open it and then bamf her the fuck out of there?
Well, she could come with us. She's.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Darius, and say that's a terrible idea. We have a
With the
coming.
railgun?
The railgun we want. If it's not attached to our arm, I mean, the railgun is something definitely we
And
want.
who's going to fire it?
Yeah.
Where's Callie?
Yeah.
That
see,
motherfucker will do anything.
we need
What
to.
if we can mount the railgun to his ship?
Here comes the Death Star.
How? How did you get there that fast? That was an instantaneous idea you had.
The First Order!
We should find a way. We should find a way to make that railgun work. What if we put it on Callie's ship?
Oh my god, it's Starkiller Base.
Remember this day as the last day of the Republic!
You basically instantly came up with the idea to build the Star Destroyers from Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, yes, we
Instinctively
did.
what you did.
Yes, we
So it
did.
seems we need to get a hold of Callie and.
See, this is why we're going to make such great cocaine.
So we need to get a hold of
Makes
Callie
so
and
much
Cohen.
Since we came up with an idea for a fucking cannon.
And if
Where's
anything,
Callie?
Cohen can stay on the ship with Callie.
Exactly. She
That'd be
never
safe.
has to go inside
It's a safe place for her. She'd still get to operate the laser. Or whatever it is.
because if
Cannon.
she goes inside and something happens to her, Marine's gonna kill me.
Probably. She'll probably kill us all.
Well, yes, she will.
With whatever.
I'm pretty sure I can physically die now.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
That's a thing now. I bleed again.
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
So we have Chloanne jump off the ship, run up, unlock the door, go back on the ship. The ship is now giving us air support with the railgun after we figure out how to attach it and talk to Callie. We need at least 3 separate units once we go inside.
She wouldn't have to jump down and scale back up. Someone could dimension door her back up to the ship
This is true.
fast as possible.
And once we go inside, we don't know what to expect, except
All that.
a lot of experiments.
It's not threaten our drive.
Well, you do have a layout.
I mean, we have the
Good
layout,
point.
but-
You don't know what's in
yeah,
there.
we don't know what to expect once we get inside.
You just, yeah.
We
You don't
just-
know. Well, I should phrase it this way. You know what's in there. You don't know who's in there.
We seem to be adept at
Fucking things up.
adapting to our situation and improving what we need to do. So
Yeah, there it is. There's the improv.
We need to make sure that
Who's
we're
good at
all
killing things?
equipped with everything and anything we might need to survive whatever's inside. And then we have
anything.
the Big Daddy, wherever that may be, and we don't know what to do with that or how that's going to go.
We know we have all the tools
Poorly.
for weakening.
Well, we'll say you do know how to kill the vampire.
Well, we know how to kill that. We don't know how to slow down he whose name we won't speak.
We've already said it.
Just call him Sadouche.
Sadouche. We don't know what Sadouche is. And we don't know how many of the
Do we even know what all the experiments are and what they can do?
We know what a few of them can do. We don't know what all of them can do, and there was up to be 40. We've only met.
I mean, you do know
4.
You know.
We know about like 6.
Well, I mean, you know that B and Kia.
Yeah, so
aren't one of them.
we met
You
3.
know the mother's dead, so she's not going to be one of them.
Okay, we met 4. B,
Well, you didn't meet the mother.
Kia, the mother, the vampire.
And you figure the vampire's probably going to
So
be
we've
there.
met 3 and we know 1 is dead.
Yes.
Well,
So,
1.5.
Kia.
And there's how many?
That's not funny.
It's a little funny.
It's a little funny.
Because he should have been dead.
No, that's the one
No,
I'm talking
Kia.
about.
Kia's half
Oh, no, yeah, I wasn't.
dead. Yeah.
She's still alive in my heart.
Okay.
Actually, she's still alive in my heart.
Literally. Mine's metaphorical, yours is literal.
Literally Tony Starking this motherfucker right now.
Kind of what I got in for, actually.
So we don't. We just have to be careful and be prepared for anything.
I'm not sure we're good at being careful.
We
I don't think we're going to be able to fight all of these experiments. How many of them are there again?
36.
36 left.
Possibly 36. You guys aren't sure.
Possibly 36.
And this gargantuan beast that is inherited
Well, we
his father's power.
We don't know if there are
1 of
36.
5 ancient dragons, yes.
We don't know if there's 36 inside the location. There could be 4. There could be 30. There could be 36. There could be 3.
Whatever
need
the case, they are all abnormal.
Yes. And we
And
don't
they're all
know.
going to fuck with us.
Possibly.
Likely.
Or
And
some
also-
of us could want to kill the gargantuan creature.
I'd
But
like to point one thing out.
yes.
Since we're talking about killing a thing, that thing is immune to probably every element.
I think we have a bunch of resources and tools to weaken it, like the healer's tools and the arrow.
I mean, we have
Sometimes
some
we're not,
stuff.
we don't know what it'll do to it. It'll weaken it, but we don't know exactly what it'll do to it.
So that's something else to keep in mind.
I'm just saying, we can't go at it with the elements that it uses as its own power.
One of you does also, one of those items in particular does tell you
Yeah.
weaknesses and the conditions.
Yep. I have it.
Oh, well, it explains it.
So once we get in,
The item that has been in Marcellus's back pocket and never used.
I didn't know if it was a one-use thing or.
Oh, no, it's not a one-use thing.
Oh.
You just have to retrieve it after you use it.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
Crimson Arrow.
Yeah. So.
No, not that.
Oh, the other one.
Ruby Arrow.
The Ruby Arrow.
Crimson Arrow is the one you got from Elia.
Yeah.
Not the same thing.
It's roughly the same color.
Slight shade off. Damn, that wasn't the right arrow.
Crimson is blood. Rubies are gems. So.
Well, it's like the Calamity Ring versus the Lava Walking Ring.
Exactly. That's what the Calamity Ring is for.
We just. So I'll get in.
Sorry.
I'll attempt to. Do you have True Sight all the time in Dragon form?
I think it just says trees.
Board. Everything has 128 gig of RAM.
Well, what it is, what the problem actually is,
It's literally a server.
the computer itself is losing track of the input.
Yeah.
It's just because it's a Mac, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. It doesn't usually do that. I think part of it might be that we're running those 7 USB ports through a single one, and so it temporarily upsets it.
Possibly.
But I don't know if having a different PC would fix that problem.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the thing. And so I
any
think
one
if
of
we could
those
eventually get
towers
to,
over there have
and it
like
doesn't have to be
slots.
again, it doesn't have to be a good one, because this doesn't use a lot of energy or anything. It might need a little bit of processing power, but it doesn't need like a lot of memory or anything.
I've got a spare 4790 or 4790K over there, so
We can talk about all that later.
Perfect.
Anyway,
The ARC server is running a 4770K.
yeah.
but yeah, that's definitely something we should look into in the future.
Anyway.
Would he know that he had that?
Keep in mind
They would
you
have True Sight.
Yes, I apologize. Knowing that it's dragon body, you have a pretty good feeling that it probably has true sight.
Keep in mind
we're
we
not-
have 2 armies, and actually multiple armies, because the other nations said they would help us with this. So we have a lot of fighters that can back us up against those experiments.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how useful they'll be against a multi-headed dragon, but
I know you and
It is also worth mentioning that you did see that there were, and the plans didn't necessarily realize that well. I'm gonna, gave you guys. There's something other than the experiments in there. There were stacks upon stacks upon stacks of sarcophagus that were inside that house, that were inside the lake. So there's something else in there.
I know you and Selwyn had sort of a falling out with the Blood Hunters. Do we still have their backing, or how does that work?
We didn't fall out. We just didn't finish our mission, which I will meet with them at a later time, probably after this. And
I will meet them at a later time, like in 5 minutes.
just to see if I could, or we, me and Selwyn could, if he's still interested, and earn their trust and to try it one more time. Because
Maybe
having
not
that
kill
type of
yourself.
support would be just down the road for the future itself. Would be fantastic. I think that'd be a good move.
All right.
But once we figure out where the big gargantuan Sardouche is, I have a spell that I can attempt to use. Try to maybe bend the corner with the arrow and shoot it with the artifact that I have. I'll relay the weaknesses, and we can go from there. Now, depending on if it knows we're there and it finds a way to take a defensive stance, that could hinder a lot of things, and it could get bloody quickly.
We just need to, I personally think, we need to find a way for our team to get down into this lair and fight this thing directly.
Okay.
We need, whether it be the armies, the blood hunters, whoever volunteers for the job, to help out with, be it distractions, be it skirmishing with the experiments that don't want us there, or whatever's in those coffins or sarcophaguses.
My assumption would be vampire thralls, knowing that there's an ancient vampire there who was an experiment and immune to sunlight.
I do offer that we attempt to at least speak to the experiments before we just start slaughtering them if they decide to attack. They may see us as hostile just as easily as we would see them as hostile. We don't, if we can make some allies going down into seeing this thing, that may help. They may know something about it that we don't know.
That could be possible. I'm just cautious of it, that if they dislike this thing as much as we do, why haven't they come forward yet?
They may not.
And why would we see them there?
They may not be able to get out. They may not have the power. We don't know what each of these experiments is. From reading what we saw in the catacombs, it didn't seem, or the labyrinth, it didn't seem as if these creatures were all powerful. It just seems like they all had one innate ability or some specialties.
Something that made them powerful.
Something that made them powerful
in their
amongst.
own way.
Exactly. It didn't seem like they were just gods. It just seems like they're trapped in here now. We don't know what runes or sigils or whatnot are holding them inside or stopping them from leaving.
I mean, the two that we had constant contact with, B has his own ways of teleporting and moving his own way, and Kia was obviously attuned to magic and can move in her own way. The only really other one we know about, the other two, are an undead who made a pact with
a dead demon bitch.
Yeah, who can do whatever she wishes with him, and then the mother who is deceased. So a lot of them had their ways of travel.
I'm just saying
Could we get in contact with B?
And it is worth mentioning that you guys do know that the reason Keo was able to teleport as she was due to her having all that knowledge. You know, everybody goes and make an intelligence check. Or a wisdom check, actually, rather.
I like both of those checks.
I do too.
You like intelligence checks?
Wisdom. Nope. Intelligence I'm not too bad at.
You can talk all you want, Darius, but you can't think out of it.
Apparently neither can I. That's straight wisdom?
Straight wisdom.
So 12.
12.
I rolled a 5.
Oh no.
You rolled a what now?
19.
Marcellus,
Huh.
You're the
shockingly,
wise one.
you figured that most likely the reason that B was able to teleport around in the same way that he was due to Kia. Seems to be an ability that she had unlocked and shared its secret with him, given that they helped each other escape.
If B and Kia were aligned or knew of each other, they never went after each other.
Well, did they tell us that they escaped together?
It was part of the statue, yes.
Right.
So
yes.
there would have been a great possibility that Kia would have shared that knowledge with the only person who seemed non-threatening to her, at least from the ones that she had met.
That makes sense.
So they would be able to use the same form of teleportation, which means maybe B could tell us, or at
I
least
wonder also if that means B can go back there.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe he can show us.
Does he work the
different
same way
way?
as Kia? B, you there?
Hold on, no man, you got, my king, you have to be a little bit more subtle. You know, maybe he liked to drink. He liked to drink,
At this
right?
point, you guys are starting to draw a lot of attention from people around you.
He liked to drink, right? He drank with us, right? He drank. Yeah, he drank. He had a drink.
You did share a drink with you.
Marcellus goes and just grabs a glass from
to summon him.
one of the people.
That we could tag.
You guys don't.
One of you has sending. Someone send him a fucking message.
A group of adventurers
That was
thousands of years ago did.
Okay, that's right.
Marcellus is gonna grab a
I
glass.
just remembered his cards appearing inside of an inn.
Yeah. Those adventures had cards.
Okay.
Marcellus is gonna grab a glass, put some liquor in it, and he is going to
Okay.
tap on the glass.
We
B,
just randomly met him.
B, should I drink?
What if you wish I could try to send him a message, see if he'll respond?
We
just fucking said that.
we could do
I
that.
know, I was going off your idea.
Oh, okay.
I heard you.
And then I'm just gonna shoot the drink.
You're gonna shoot the drink.
Light.
Okay.
You have to drink it really fast.
Die, drink.
You drink it. It is slightly bitter, but not unduly strong.
You hear those fucking die fighters?
Nothing else seems to occur.
Well, I guess he doesn't work the same way as Kia. Go ahead and send your message.
I'm gonna try sending a message to Pete.
Okay.
Let's say, if you aren't busy, we could use your help with something.
Okay.
I forgot, what did you say the name of the city was?
Wilmarch.
Wilmarch. We are in Wilmarch. And could use your guidance.
5 more.
4.
I got 20.
5 more.
Oh, I had 21.
I got 20.
Yeah, I got 20.
Thomas best counting.
Thank you. That's it.
Thumbs up emoji.
Moment passes,
I'm not Marcellus.
and then you hear in your head.
It seems I have contacted Sigurd.
Oh. That's just all 25 words.
That's all 29 words.
It's just 25 M's.
Yeah.
I have much I see to, but when the time comes, I can assist you in what you're asking about.
He says when the time comes, he will assist us in what we are asking for.
Wow, that's very specific.
Is the time now? No, it can't be because he's not here. So,
Apparently now is not the time.
probably not. I have.
I assume we will see him on the battlefield.
That's my assumption as well.
So the question is, when do we make our run? When do we make the move to head out?
At dawn we plan.
At dawn.
And we will fight in the shade.
You
I
have to
will-
say it.
I-
What? Fight in the shade.
I will say this. I think it's best if everybody get their affairs in order just in case
As long as I get rested, I think I'm ready.
in case things don't go as planned.
He's saying make peace in case we die.
Take out life insurance policies.
Wills, if you
I'm
will.
already
I don't
informed
think
Brother
I
Vara
am.
what to
The
do.
only ones
Maybe if there's anybody that you secretly harbored a crush on for several years.
Anyway, maybe
Just
we'll
gonna
get
pull
all
myself
time,
to the
so-
side.
Marina and Emma.
If there was ever a time, maybe now.
I'm gonna go construct a will.
Okay. I will see you all back in Hermos whenever you're finished doing what you need to do here and wrapping all this up. I believe I've informed the council as well as I can about what happened.
Excellent. Might I add. You did great.
I'm becoming quite good at this storytelling.
I could say you're proficient in it. Well, whenever you all have a meeting, and if you need any assistance, you know, I'm just a message away. I can be here in a moment's notice.
That is appreciated. So, tomorrow morning? Are we doing this or?
Well, sure.
Preparations at the very least.
Yeah.
If someone wishes to contact Cloan and let her know that there's a plan for Callie's ship, and someone contact Callie and see if that is a viable option,
So,
Chloe still Rudimentus?
I would assume.
let's give it a couple days. Let's take these days to prepare and get ready for whatever we're about to face. And
So we could.
Beach episode.
find peace.
Will there be a wedding?
For what?
Between you two, of course.
Me and Ignatius?
Yeah.
I thought we were
We
you.
must join our houses.
The house.
If you must rule together, you must be married.
Shoot. The union is
It's our
Nothing
last
to pay
name could
for.
be Dragoncraft. It's fine.
Dragonfly.
Ignatius needs a son.
What about Talgon?
Oh, that's actually maybe.
Talgon, the house of Talgon. Unity. Or let's just come up with another name, like something common, like
Dragoon?
Johnson. No, that's not common at all.
Johnson.
Johnson.
I've met a Johnson in my life.
Exactly.
I
What
guess
is
we
best.
shall leave them to this awkward conversation. Shall we head back?
Let's do that.
Should we
That's-
use my...
Word of recall, we're gone.
Choosing to back entirely out of the Johnson conversation.
What do you think about? Oh, they're not here anymore.
Chip, chip,
Because I
yeah.
just bamfed us both back to the throne
Council.
room.
Hi. And we're going to take our time to meet each individual member of the council.
Yep.
Because I still have one more 6th level spell slot to do that.
Yeah. And make sure all the builders know exactly what we want for.
You go through elaborate,
Elaborate.
discussions of what you want the castle turned
And then
into.
start talking about rebuilding up. They're building up the housing and
Getting a good farming and irrigation system going.
any kind of slums I want.
Okay.
Abolished.
Oh.
There
Alright.
will be no slums in this.
Not in Wildmarsh. Not by the union of Talgon is there.
Would,
Plans thus made.
Work on that.
Or at least that's started.
But where's he gonna spend his evenings if there's no slums?
I
Oh.
didn't say there wouldn't be brothels.
One
Still a Red Lantern district.
Yes.
one wing of the
I'm just
castle.
glad you didn't get super angry and burn all the women and children for no apparent reason.
When? When would I have done
Well, the
this?
bells haven't rang yet.
Right, the bells haven't rang yet. Sorry, they haven't surrendered.
One wing of the estate would just be
They
dark.
need to surrender before you kill the ball.
Oh, okay, fair.
Anyway. Plans thus being made. We'll get to plan at dawn. That is where I think we'll go ahead and call it for the week. So thank you guys so much. Interesting session. Definitely things happened.
Adrian got fucked.
Adrian got fucked. Thank you guys all home for watching, and we will see you guys next time.